Hello. It seems like the microphone is working. Right, just give me a second, guys. There's some stuff going on. Also, the chat, there might be random interruptions because I had like a snack before stream, but I haven't managed to like fix the snack. So your voice sounds weird. Oh, chat. Is it doing the thing where it sounds really deep again? Does it sound like really deep? Oh, okay. Okay, right. I'll plug and unplug the thingy. Just give me a second. I'll turn the audio off, and then I'll be right back, and then we can check how it sounds. Okay, I've turned the audio back on. Does it sound normal now? Because usually what fixes that is just plugging thing out and in again. Sounds good now. Ah, brilliant, brilliant. Okay. God, there's so much going on right now, chat. Give me a second. I think I'm just gonna have to like hold on, chat. I've got to run for a second. I've got to like I've got to clean up a little bit of stuff, and then I'll be ready for stream. I'll be right back. Read from 3 minute ad. We just okay. Right, I'm back. Oh shit, Thorier, thank you for giving us sub to Melody. Also, I'm just realizing now that's 115 total subs in this channel. That's insane. You're crazy, Thorier. Right, let's gonna put this in here. Thanks, but what am I gonna do with my Prime sub? I don't know, like give it to like VV or something. I don't know. Right, we are back. Okay, right, it should be on screen in a second. Oh, it still has a little gift thing up there. I sure sent a lot. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, oh shit, chat, my tracking, it's gone. But yeah, it's super appreciated though. Like it's absolutely insane to me that like someone would enjoy me streaming so much they would give so many subs. But it's definitely appreciated though. It's just kind of like it's like one of those things where like there's something and it's like eldritch because you can't comprehend it, but like not like in a bad way, kind of. But anyway, chat. So let me just put the volume on. A gifter, exactly. All right, so let's just put the game on screen. Okay, I've almost run out of hot chocolate. I might end up getting more hot chocolate during the stream. But anyway, chat. This one's going to be a bit more of a chill stream because basically last stream we put in a lot of effort. Hold on. I gotta check if the server's offline. Give me a second. Yeah, it seems to be online. Okay, give me a moment, chat. I'm figuring this out. Also, hi there, Shogun. I hope you're doing good. Okay, I'm gonna make this invisible, and then I'm gonna look at the IP because maybe I'm on like the wrong instance of MC Eternal 2, maybe. Moment. So yeah. Like I know it should work, but like I might just not have it. Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. This might be the wrong instance. Okay, that might be fun. Type that in. Oh, okay. I can. It seems like I can connect to it. I guess we'll find out if it's the right version. Ah, okay. Chat. I figured out the problem. It is This is in fact the wrong version of MC Eternal 2. So I'm just gonna take a second. I think Prism Launcher was the one I was using. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, give me a second. Okay, okay, this one's the correct one. Okay, now we're launching the. Okay, so sorry, I'm so fucking exhausted. Right, give me a second. I'm gonna go turn on the fan. I'm sweating. Annoyance, exactly. Right. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing all right. It's nothing especially bad has happened. I've just kind of woken up at like almost 7 p.m. and 7 p.m. is when I stream, so the stream is kind of late, but like I don't really care because we're just kind of doing like a casual thing with like building our Minecraft mod pack machines. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Shogun. Hope you're doing well, Thorier and Melody and all those people. Heavy rain and restream, time to be cozy. Hell yeah. Also, there just seems to be like something in my throat. My voice keeps going off, and like even if I cough, it doesn't solve it. So that's kind of annoying. Whatever. Still a bit sick, but getting better. Okay, that's good. Well, I'm glad you're getting better. I need to get like another gamer chair because my current chair is like it's insanely squeaky. Like it's uncomfortable. Like it makes so much fucking noise. Like you can actually hear it on the stream whenever I'm speaking. But yeah, we're just loading into the mod pack again. So my plans today is that we've been sending Thorier into the deep dark. We've been sending our sacrificial Thoriers, and they have come back with great resources, which means that we can actually start doing the mechanism machines, which is really good because those are the ones that make it really easy to do like a whole like ore factory thing. So we'll definitely be doing that. The only thing is that I don't know how much they've actually modified all of the recipes because with the basic machines they've modified it, but I don't know if they've like modified the ones for or multiplication because we're gonna need to have I think it was like water and well the point is that there's a bunch of chemicals. There's a bunch of chemicals we gotta get. Right, we're almost loaded in. I think I just put it on the screen now. Okay, it should show up in a second. Yeah, I mean, other than that, there hasn't really been a lot going on. As I mentioned, I was at like a party yesterday. That was really good. Had like a, I had like I had like a fair bit of drink. And also since the day before that, my back has been absolutely killing me. So like I'm just kind of like hunched over right now because I don't like move it around too much because it's quite sore. I've got like the old person back, and I'm only like 26. Finally, holy shit! Right. Why is it not showing up? It's because I got invisible. There we go. Okay, finally. Let's get into the server. Oh, by the way, chat. I think they've almost got like an update for this mod pack as well because they keep posting about like how they've almost got a new update and they're adding more stuff you can do with the coins. Like for example, you can summon the Goblin Trader, which is pretty cool. And you can turn your coins into chocolate coins, which are edible. I've been adding weight to your back, TBF. I mean, not that much, not that much. BB hag, yeah. That see, I'm beyond the age of like 20, so therefore I am a hag apparently. That's how it works online, I think. I guess until mid 30s. Okay, something like that. I mean, it entirely depends on who you ask, because like if it's like a 20-year-old, they're like, damn, you're like a hag. If you're like 29, it's crazy. Okay, we're both just kind of looking at like a blue screen right now. We're just waiting for stuff to happen. So, how are you guys doing today? I'm pretty alright. Hag is always older than whoever you're asking. Literally, literally. You see, the thing is that like the Vivi's a hag. Vivi's only like 1 year older than me, but Vivi is like such a hag. Oh shit. Okay, chat. We're finally fucking in. Holy fuck. God, it's so laggy. Oh my god. It, I'm stuck inside of the books. Chat. We're gonna have to destroy the books to get out. Okay, we're out. Oops, sorry. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Right. Okay. I think we're gonna have to like tweak the the quality stuff a little bit because I think I had it on like good graphics while I was off stream. So we gotta tweak it a little bit so it like runs better. Yeah, it seems a little better now. Okay, cool. Chat, we're gonna do our daily crystal harvesting. It's important for the Himalayan salt rock lanterns, you know. Anyway, so last stream we did some of this machine stuff. We got I thought that was Thorier for a second. It's just an armor stand. We got the machinery. So we got the enrichment chamber, which so basically the reason why this is important is because it does a bunch of like recipes where you make the like the ore blocks into like and also like the raw ore into like dust or whatever, and then it's basically like industrial craft mods like from back in the day. I'm sure some of you guys know about that. There's the crusher, which is kind of more niche, metallurgic infuser, etc. So the thing that I'm looking for is how much more difficult did they make the okay, so that's what you need is hydrogen chloride, then the shard goes into clump, and that takes oxygen, then the clump just goes into a crusher for dirty iron dust, and then a enrichment chamber for iron dust. Okay, that's not too bad, I think. Unless they change like the way you get chlorine to be harder, which I don't think they did. Chlorine and hydrogen. Good old macerator, literally. Found one fluorite. Cool. Yeah, so basically the entire thing about like multiplying the ores is that it's not like very complicated. It just requires like a lot of different bits, and it's like it's just a bunch of logistics basically. Also, chat, Thorir got ambushed by skeleton horses with skeletons on them, so now we have skeleton horse. And we also have turkey. And ectoplasm, apparently. Ship that in there. Okay, right, okay, I gotta think about what I'm gonna do first. So, okay, there's a lot to think about. So, do we go with the ore multiplication? I kind of feel like that's probably like a good idea. Because that'll help us like do more of the machine stuff later. So we gotta get a chemical injection chamber. Did they change? Ah, shit. Okay, so that requires the diamond stuff. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we don't do this. Okay, that one doesn't seem to be changed. That's good. This one is still like 80 redstone, which is kind of insane, and also brass. Okay, I mean, like, maybe it's not too bad. It would take a lot of diamonds, though. It's for making more soulstones from ender pearls. Oh, yeah, I remember. I remember now. Yeah, good idea. Okay, so chat, how much brass do we have anyway? Yeah, we have quite a bit of brass, especially since I got like a bunch of it from the robot dimension thing. So, God, it's really fucking annoying how my voice sounds like slightly different because there's like a fucking lump in it or something, but I literally cannot cough it out. It's driving me crazy. Whatever. Oh, there's the Thorier. Hello. Yeah. What the heck? Invisible Thorier. It's a cardboard box Thorier. What the frick? I've been traveling to the deep below. That's a good idea, actually. So, chat. For those who don't know, if you wear the full cardboard box armor, you can become a cardboard box, and it makes the detection range for mobs like way smaller. So, like you're way sneakier, basically. You become the solid snake, exactly. Harry Potters. So anyway, so 2 stacks of that. And there, that would make more infused alloy. So chat, the plan right now is that we gotta get like a bunch of machinery set up, which will allow us to do the whole thing where, as I was talking about it earlier, where you put all the ores into like shards, and then that allows you to like a long convoluted process to get more ores out of your ores, which is very good. It's very good. So we need to make the chemical injection chamber first, which is mildly complicated. Oh, wait a second. Chat, chat, I think they might have. Okay, chat, I think they might have gated it behind progression to the okay, chat, we need to go to the moon. Chat, we need to go to the moon to multiply our ores. Interesting. I guess we'll have to just hold on to all this stuff for now then. I'll have to check what it takes to go to the moon in this pack. Rocket. Tier 1 rocket. Okay, that's not very... Already made the NASA workbench? Cool. Yeah, so chat, here is the crafting interface for building the rocket. The only problem is that like it doesn't actually show you the recipe and okay, never mind, it does. Why doesn't it show it for the tier 1 rocket though? Oh, you have to do it here. Ah, okay. So chat, we need steel tank, which is made of steel plates, gas tank, steel rod. Gas tank is made with iron. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh shit, we did an HDPE rod. Oh my god. Chat, we have to make plastic. We have to start making plastic using oxygen and liquid ethylene. Ethylene, however you pronounce it. Okay, this is going to be a process. Chat, this is going to be a whole process. See, chat, this is why it was going to be a chill stream. We've got to build a bajillion machines so we can make things work. So let's start looking at how we make plastic. Okay, oxygen. So how do you make ethylene? Pressurized reaction chamber with biofuel and hydrogen and water makes a substrate. So the substrate's the thing that we need. But it also makes ethylene, which is the other thing we need. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, that's not too bad. That's not too bad, honestly. So all we need to do is get a what do you call it? Yeah, here we go. An electrolytic separator, which makes the hydrogen, and then we have the water anyway, because you need the water to make the hydrogen to start with. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Time for space cow, exactly. Okay, so we need some gold dust, osmium dust, and iron dust. Here we go. How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Hope you're doing well. My voice is kind of all over the place, and I keep coughing because there's like a lump in there, and can't seem to get it out. But other than that, I'm doing really good. We're just kind of vibing on the Minecraft server right now. We're trying to build an electrolytic how do you even say this? Hold on. Electrolytic. We're building a separator, and it separates water into hydrogen and oxygen, which is because we need the. God, it's so complicated. Because we need hydrogen and water to make ethylene, and we need the ethylene to make plastic, and we need the plastic to make a rocket ship. Because we need to go to space, so we can get the so we can get Dash, and Dash is a metal that we need for the take apart thingy. Exactly, Thorir, exactly. And we need the Dash so we can make the ore multiplier thingy. Yeah. Okay, do I just have like an osmium ingot that I can just crush? Because I can't be bothered with all of this fucking. Okay, never mind. You have osmium in here? Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. Just melt one of those, no, two of those, and then make them into dust, and then use that electrolyte separator. Yeah. Yeah. Like, see, the thing is that like you can't have like you can't simultaneously have like a nice looking house, but also like everything set up on like a modded MC server, unless you're like an insane person, I guess. Give me a second. There's some stuff happening on Discord. But yeah, I don't know, chat. I just feel kind of like uncomfortable today, and I genuinely could not tell you why. Like maybe a bell or something. I'm not sure. You can. It takes time though. Listen, all I'm saying is that if you can fit the foundry, the AE system, the lava producing power for that system, the whole Ars Nouveau setup, the NASA workbench, the forge, the second smeltery to exchange liquids with the forge, this other mini forge, God knows what this one's for, the pressure chamber and the farm, I would be very impressed. Is all I'm saying. Oh yeah, don't forget the massive windmill. That too, and the giant chickens. We want to get everything set up before building a house. No much space each thing takes up. Listen, all I'm saying is this has got to be like a really, really big house, or like an insanely well organized one to the point that you would have to be like a robot. Anyway, we're building the pyrolysis thing. Electrolytic core. Oh, okay. Now we're missing the infused alloys. I thought we had a bunch of them. Hold on. Did I put them somewhere? What the fuck? I could have, chat. I could have sworn we had like a bunch of those. What the fuck? We had like 6 or something. What? I literally had them right there a second ago. Okay, whatever. We'll make more, I guess. The infused alloy, the red mechanism alloy thing. I had like 6 or 7 or something, and I put them in here, and I can't find them now. I'll just make more, whatever. Things just randomly disappear, and I've just got to like accept the fact that this just happens, and I genuinely have no clue why. Because like I didn't use that for anything, unless wait, did the electrolyte separator need it? Oh, it used 5. Okay, that's probably what it was. That's probably what it was. I didn't notice. Ugh, whatever. Chat, I'm so fucking mentally exhausted already. We barely started, honestly. Okay, so we need to get a bunch of water, and then we put it in the electrolyte separator. Okay, how the hell do I do that? So we need it connected to the power, but also next to water. So I guess I can just do like a 2x2 source or something. Mel can build a house for us. We just hire her. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I don't have any. I don't have any evidence of how good Mel is at building houses. So I'll need a resume. I'll need some examples. I'll need her building CV. Okay, where the hell? Okay, so I guess maybe I just like plonk it down here or something. Oh wait, no, but then that blocks the okay, that's annoying. Right, I maybe just need to get like more cables, I guess. What are the cables called again? Oh, they're just called basic universal cables. Okay, self-explanatory. But we'll grab them, plug them in somewhere here. God, I feel like I have like a headache or something. Okay, chat. Maybe I'm on. Okay, maybe I have like a hangover or something, and I just didn't realize. Maybe I'm not sure. Because like now that I'm streaming, it's like out my head. It's fine though. It's fine. At the It's possible. I love when my friends say the most obvious things. It's possible. Right, so one of these is going to be the output, one of these is going to be the input. Well, two of these are going to be the output, one's the input. So I guess like over this side, put the water source. I'm creatively bankrupt, no buildings from me. Damn, that's unfortunate. Right. Okay. So next we're gonna think about how we're gonna get the water out of there as well. I mean, I guess I guess I could just do like a create pipe or something. Maybe like a quick water wheel, potentially. Depression sucks. That's like the most like. How do I even word that? Like that's just like a. It's like yeah, depression. Yeah, true. Depression sucks. Yeah. Many such cases. Many people are saying this. Oh, I know. What if I put because maybe the sink has the infinite water thing still going. I don't know if they do in this pack. Oh, maybe they don't. Wait, hold on. If I put like four thingies of water in it, does it do it? But yeah, depression does suck. TBH, TBH. That reminds me, one of the worst things ever, chat, was when I was trying to get like a medication for ADHD. Wait, what the fuck? Why is this guy carrying a? He's carrying a web. Guy's crazy. Anyway, one of the worst things ever when I was trying to get like a medication for ADHD was that like the GP was like, okay, well we can't do anything about that. I was like, what the fuck? And it's like, okay, well it's kind of depressing that like I can't do anything about that. And they're like, oh, well, would you like depression medication? Because apparently that's way easier to get than like ADHD medication. And it's like, all right. So I was just kind of like feeling slightly better about not doing anything, but still not doing anything. Sucked ass. Yeah, that's what my creativity to be drained. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that does suck. I kind of feel that a lot. I kind of feel like that a lot. And the other thing as well, chat, is that like once I actually had the ADHD medication, it actually just fixed the depression as well. Like, oh, who knew the whole thing that was happening because I didn't get the medication was fixed once I had the medication. It's crazy. Oh god, we're so fucked. We're so fucked in terms of like healthcare over here in the UK, especially up here in the north of Scotland, because you cannot get diagnosed with ADHD as an adult like ever. And like, and see, the thing is, chat, is I thought that like, oh well, at least if you're a child, it's probably still fine. No, I have like a friend who's like actually involved in that kind of stuff, and she says like, no, even as like a child, it's not working anymore. And I'm like, oh shit, we are actually fucked. It's crazy. Okay, chat, if I remember correctly, there might be a mechanic where it starts generating its own water after you get four, or it does not do that. Nah, okay, they've completely disabled that. God damn it. Ugh. Okay, chat, we're not using the sink. Okay, chat, I think we might just literally have to do the thing where we do like a 2x2 of water. But yeah, I just listen, chat. I'm just really excited so I can get like back to speaking to my private healthcare person about the ADHD medication because I've kind of been putting off for a little bit. Like I have ran out of the medication, and it's made it a little bit harder to stream because basically the point is that I'm kind of waiting till my teeth appointment is done like early next week because I don't want to have like a lot of things going on that's kind of very stressful. And once that's done, then I'm immediately emailing the ADHD person, like, hey, can we get like another appointment? Can we like finish the whole titration period thing so we get this like moving again? So I can get my ADHD medication again. Because it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to like notice how much it's like actively fucking with you, but it does feel like not having the medication is making it harder to do everything. So hopefully we'll have that fixed soon. There's a giant amount of exploits with the sink. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I remember that because I don't remember the specifics of the exploits, but I do remember them being a thing. Some servers just had it disabled. Okay, if I remember correctly, the crate one should work with this, or maybe I need like 3 more blocks, just in case. Okay, cool. What the heck is this? Mage light torch? That's neat. Okay, so chat now. Probably just need a water wheel and pipes. Okay, maybe we just search the word water. There we go. Large water wheel. Go, and now all we need is. Okay, what's the. Hold on, we search pipe. Wait, what the heck? Wait, was it called like a valve? No. Ah, shit, what was the name of the one with the gear on it? Mechanical pump, that's what it's called. Cool, okay, so. The pipe here. Oh, wait a second, is that. That's not an input, is it? No, no, no. Okay, okay, okay. So, hmm, yeah. So just put it here. Okay, that doesn't. Okay, that doesn't quite work. That's a bit derpy. Okay, hold on. About there. Okay, cool. Hopefully that'll work. We can just do like a water wheel nearby. Oh, by the way, chat. There's a lot of stuff going on like outside of the streaming stuff and the VTubing stuff because recently I've been reading a lot more of the World of Darkness books because basically like my original plan was I wanted to do like an Exalted campaign, but it's like the more I do that and I'm like okay, maybe I should just okay, so my current like how do I word this, my current like how do I word it, my current opinion on it is that like it's kind of difficult to make an Exalted campaign because they haven't like put enough detail into the world yet. So I was trying to do like a campaign like in the north, and the problem there is that like they haven't really like detailed everything yet. So my current idea is maybe instead of doing that, I'll do like a World of Darkness campaign instead, like a mage one probably, and then that would be like a lot easier, I feel. Because it's basically just like based on like real life stuff, so that does make it a lot easier. For those who don't know, the mod that we were playing for Crusader Kings 3, that's World of Darkness, but that's like the Dark Ages of World of Darkness, so it's kind of a different thing. Okay, how do I... Hmm. Okay, apparently the blocks are not clear, but I don't know what they mean. The heck? Okay, why can I place it there but not elsewhere? Confusing. Is it because it's already got water there, maybe? I don't know. Hmm. Okay, maybe just like plug that for now and think about where else to put it. What if I put it like... But yeah, the hangover theory, it started to make more sense, because I'm like, feeling like vaguely ill. Weird, not quite headache, but feeling not great. Maybe it could be a hangover. Oh, okay, okay, that works, that works. What about... Okay, I'm thinking about how to do this. So what we could do is, hold on. Okay, so we're gonna need some shafts and a gearbox and a gear. Yeah. No, we do it like horizontal. Um, okay, maybe, okay, maybe a large cogwheel. Large. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so chat. Now all we need to do is get the water wheel moving, and then. Oh wait, the chat. The surface. Chat. The surface is directly above us. Okay, maybe it needs to go like a little bit deeper, or maybe it's fine. We are digging into the base. We are the mole people. Okay, that kind of works. Should I fill another bucket? There we go. Okay, I think that was the right place. There we go. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Now this is going the wrong way. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a wrench. There we go. Okay, so chat now it's taking water. It's going to be quite slow right now because it's at the lowest possible speed. However, now it is producing oxygen and hydrogen. So now we just need to find out what the other stuff we had to do was. Okay, it was HDPE we're making. Okay, so ethylene. That is hydrogen and water with biofuel. Okay. So the hydrogen is getting made here. Oh shit, we ran out of energy. Wait, why did it... Oh, I don't think it has enough water, maybe? That might be it? I'm not sure. But it says no energy. But I'm confused. Chat, we have energy, but it says no energy. Confusing. Anyway. We will look at that later. So maybe what we could do is... So all we need is the hydrogen. So if we get the pressurized reaction chamber, put it in front of that, and then say that the hydrogen exports to the front, and the pipe will put water in it as well. Yeah, that'll work. The cube has an input, not output. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Okay, we're gonna need another enrichment chamber. We'll need some more osmium. Chat, we're gonna start making plastic. We're gonna start making the Barbie dolls or something. It's gonna be woke. It's gonna be very woke. Chat, the machine is going. The horrible noise. No, it works. Thank you. By the way, chat, again, sorry for the low energy this stream, as I mentioned, I'm not feeling amazing, but I did want to stream this today and make some progress on this stuff, so. Do we have any iron in here? Nor. Okay. Wait for yummy microplastics, exactly! We're... Hold on, chat, I need to find that image, give me a second. Oh fuck, what's the... Hold on. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, chat. We're building the microplastics seasoning. I'm just gonna hold this like I'm gonna filters, effect filter. Ah, what was the one for it again? I think it was like color correction or something. Here we go, opacity. We will just keep this like barely visible in the corner so chat can remember the true goal, the microplastics. Oh my god, it's like a shadow. It's like a shadow on this stream, the barely visible microplastics. That's great. There's a critter made a well. Damn. Are all of your friends like old people? Nah, I'm kidding. Osmium. Okay, do we have more in here? Yeah, I have more in here. Okay, cool. Yummy. Exactly. We love our microplastics. Right, so what was the thing we had to make? 22 plus is old, then yes. I mean, I'm like 26, so that must mean I'm like ancient. I'm like the vampire antediluvians. I existed before the flood. The fuck was that knocking? That was weird. I'm assuming that was just inside of the game because I just heard like a really rapid like no 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 no, but it wasn't like on my door because then otherwise I would have like actually heard it. But whatever. 27. Oh shit, old Thorier. Thorier is officially a hag. That's what it means. Full circuit, hell yeah. Hag power, exactly. Okay, so we have a bunch of osmium. Right, okay, so chat, we gotta remind ourselves what the best way to do this was. I think it was the mechanical squeezer, and then that gives us a 50% chance for 2 more raw osmium, and then after we have that, what do we do with that? I think we just put into yeah, because this gives iron, but we don't have like a desperate need for iron, so I think we just put it into the regular seared melter. I think because we don't need to spend the blazing blood. Say circle myself, unwittingly calling it friend circle. Damn. That's what I'm calling. That's what I'm calling the circle of witches that I make in my mage game. I'm calling it the friend circle. Oh, there's some stuff going on. Right, back to the game. Okay, cool. Shove all of that into smeltery. 3 blocks of osmium, hell yeah. But yeah, the moment I'm still just kind of like thinking about how exactly the plot in the World of Darkness campaign is going to go, because I have a couple of different ideas, and I'm not going to be like very specific with them, but it's kind of a lot easier to like plan it in advance because like as I mentioned, like like World of Darkness is like based on real life basically. Like you can just have like stuff that you are personally familiar with in the story, and it like won't be like canon breaking or whatever. So that's definitely a lot easier than Exalted, because with Exalted you need to know all about like all these different locations, and like half of them are not real, and then like well, most of them are not real actually, and there's lots of like lore details that you need to know, but then there's also like, but then a lot of it's also in the second edition, and the third edition doesn't describe it. But also the second edition is kind of shit, so we don't use the second edition. It's an absolute nightmare, honestly. Right, so back to doing this. Yep. Reaction. Right, pressurized reaction chamber. Okay, now make a tank. Make another tank. I just need a dynamic tank. Put that. Need 1 more infused alloy. We're so close, chat. We're so close. Okay, back to doing this. There we go. Okay, finally, Jesus. So now put this here, and then we set this part here for that's an input, and then we tell this one. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so output one would be water. No, sorry, output one would be hydrogen. Output two is oxygen. So we want to put output two to the front then. Trying to be very careful here. Okay, we've accidentally put a bunch of hydrogen in there, so I will just delete this real quick. Alright, hydrogen was the one we wanted, wasn't it? God, I'm confusing myself now. Wait, hold on. It's set to 2 now. No, it's supposed to be 1. Oh, this is so annoying. I put 1. There we go. Okay, now it's working. Oh, so chat. Now, all we need to do is another pipe here, and then set that to fluid. Yeah, it's already set to input. There we go. Now there's water, and now all we need to do is, I believe, how do we? Okay, hold on. Chat, I forgot how it's spelled. F. Yeah, there we go. It's with Y, ethylene. I just need biofuel. So biofuel is just putting like any plants in the crusher, basically. So we're gonna look for like the most useless plants imaginable. Do you have any seeds? We have like a bajillion seeds. That's good. Ferns. Oh yeah, true. We do ferns next time. So this is not like an entirely automated setup, but that's kind of fine because we don't need like a lot of HDPE. Oh shit, they've named this one. I can't read the name though. Anyway. Yeah, they can become something, but we don't need like 800 of them to become something. We have more than enough as it is, so. Anyway, so chat, as I was saying, the process is not like super automated, but that's fine because we don't need like a massive amount of HDPE. We just need like 1 rod, so. This still makes a funny noise. Gotta go eat dinner now? Okay, have a nice dinner, Thorier. I'll see ya. Yeah, so we'll see. Now we've got 200 megabuckets of ethylene and some substrate. So the substrate is the thing that becomes the plastic, but the ethylene is used in that process. Oh, okay, so you can use ethylene and substrate to make more substrate. Oh, that's weird, okay. What does substrate actually do then? Oh, okay, it does become the HDPE. Okay, that's complicated. Okay, so... That's weird. Okay, I gotta think about this real quick. So... Okay, so here's the ethylene. Now we're just gonna build another pressurized reaction chamber over here. And then we'll take the, was it oxygen? Was it oxygen that we needed? Yeah, oxygen and ethylene. So we just have like another reaction chamber like here, and then that'll take the other output from this, and also the ethylene from here, and also the substrate, and then that makes plastic. Hell yeah. Easy. We're just gonna have to do this stuff again. More control circuits. So we need a lot more redstone. Get that cooking. Okay, so chat, we are making progress. I'm feeling I'm feeling a bit exhausted already, but we are making progress, so we're just kind of vibing right now. We're just doing like a bunch of crafting recipes. Might get some more hot chocolate, I think that might help. We are building the microplastics. We will fill the ocean with microplastics, and then we will conquer the earth. Something make the turtles gay. Yeah, we'll make the turtle girls gay, and then we'll kiss the turtle girls. I think this is a good idea. Chat. They got a turkey in the. They got the turkey in the torment nexus with a chicken. There we go. Okay, cool. So now, I think we needed more of the alloy stuff. So that would be, okay, maths time. So 16, that's 2. This is 4. Okay. All we need is a duck in there. So true. The dog walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the cow running the stand, "Hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes?" And it says, "No, unfortunately we only have HDPE. Consume the microplastics." Wait, hold on, did I accidentally make more? Chat, I was trying to make, I was trying to make the alloy, not the fucking control circuits, but I guess I'll take more of them. That was a dumb mistake. Anyway, whatever. Brass. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Only with some more redstone now. It's crazy how the fucking giant chicken sounds like a dragon, and I just have to like just stand there as it sounds like there's something nearby that could instantly kill me. Right, cool, we get some more of those. Chat, we're so close. We're so close to building the microplastic. What are you looking at, you fucking chicken? But yeah, it's there's a lot of stuff. There's all like stuff and like angles to think about when making like a World of Darkness campaign. Because one of the things is that like okay, how do I word this? Like when you know all of the lore about World of Darkness, you kind of tend to forget that the entire point of the saying is that it's all like a bunch of shit where it's like all of the conspiracies are real. Everything that like all like every dark corner has some kind of fucking vampire or evil ghost or some shit inside of it, and you've got to like play into that and make it like kind of like a horror thing, but also like it's deeper than that as well. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm trying to find like a balance there. Kind of have it be like sort of like an SCP-ish thing where it's like you are suddenly thrown into this thing where there's a bunch of fucking shit that you do not understand, and now you've got to survive. Good luck. That dragon I hear says, "Well, peasant." Second peasant responds, "Nah, that's my daughter's cockatrice." That's so true. That is something that would happen in The Witcher, I feel. Okay, so the action chamber. We place this here because I think there's an input thing. Nope, never mind. I am completely incorrect. Or is there? Because it's going in from that side. So okay, probably just okay. So the input port probably just kind of pops into existence the moment there's something that can pipe into it. So we'll just ignore that for now. So, chat, this is probably the extra output or whatever you call it. Is this a fluid? Ethylene. Is ethylene a fluid? Okay, apparently the other one is called liquid ethylene, so this is probably like a gas, I guess. Gas, there we go. Output. How does that work? Does that work? There we go. Okay, so we've got ethylene gas in there. And now we just need, I think it was oxygen. I'm just gonna like triple check this so I don't get it wrong. Hold on. Substrate. Oxygen and ethylene. The substrate makes the HDP pellet. Okay, cool. Chat being attacked by a spider. Got him. Anyway. Mushroom. Right, so we need to get the pipe that transports gases. I forget what that's called. Uh, is it the pressurized tube? Nope. Fluids, items, blocks. Oh, gases? Pressurized tube. Okay, pressurized tube. Okay, so now plug that in there. Yeah, so it seems to plug into there, so I think it was correct there. So now set this to output 2, and then we set the right side of this to, what was it again? It was, so this is oxygen, so that's a gas. So we go to gases config, input, input, there we go. Okay, that's not working for some reason. Okay, give me a sec. I'm confusing myself now, I think. So, okay, substrate, pressurized reaction chamber. Oh, I think, okay, so chat, I think it has to, okay, it has to be liquid ethylene first. It's not just ethylene. Ah, okay. So we need a rotary condensator. Okay. That was my mistake. Okay, I think I'll get rid of that for now, so we don't accidentally pump stuff into the. Okay, we are learning. Rotary condensator. Okay, need blocks of redstone. Okay, chat, we might run out of redstone while we're doing this. How do we get the maximum amount of redstone out the ore? Let's see. Okay, sag mill is 20% modified by the grinding balls and minimum of 8. Mechanical squeezer is 12 and a 50% chance of 2, so that's slightly better. Richmond chamber is 12, but without the 50% of 2. Yeah, I don't really care about Cinnabar, so we're not going with that one. Okay, so chat, we've learned the most effective one is the mechanical squeezer, so we use that. Nice. But yeah, it is like kind of disappointing because I did build a lot of stuff for the Exalted campaign, and now that I'm realizing that it might just be a better idea to do like a World of Darkness one, I'm just kind of questioning the whole thing of doing like a tabletop thing to start with, which is maybe like as I mentioned, maybe it's just kind of like a depression type thing, just like not on my medications. I'm not feeling great about anything, so maybe it's something to do with that. But like, it's just kind of like, damn, will I ever be satisfied with anything? Kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Four of those. Rotary. Oh shit, chat! I just realized the YouTube live. It did not show the screen. Okay, now it shows the screen. Also, I finally opened the universal chat, so I see Thorier saying "Re, you cute." That is not true. That is lies, in fact. It's so funny how like nobody ever appears in the YouTube chat except sometimes Thorier does, and then tries to say things to me, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to look at the YouTube chat. And there's like the secret Thorier messages. $1 million, so true. Why don't the therapists just prescribe what a quick $1 million? It feels like big medicine, big doctor is trying to keep the 1 milli out of the hands of depressed people. Very unfair, I think. A small loan of 1 million therapeutic dollars. Right, let's cook this glass. And then that will be ready to make the rotary condensator, which makes the liquid ethylene. And then once we have the liquid ethylene, which I did not realize earlier. Once we have that, we combine that with the oxygen. That turns the substrate into HDPE. We build the microplastics, chat. We build the microplastics. We will feed the microplastics to the sheep, and then that will it'll increase the chewiness of the sheep meat. I think this is a good plan. Sure, say brings stability. Literally. Okay, rotary condensator. Okay, so if this is the thing that makes the ethylene, then I should put it here because so that's a. Oh right, that's items. That's items. No, we're not taking items. None. Gases. There we go. Input. Oh, it's already set to input. Okay. Gases. Okay, that one's already set to output. Okay, so we just need to put more of the bio stuff in there, and then the ethylene should just move straight into the thing. How unnerving being unstable is? Yeah, that's real. That's real. Because that's one of the big things that like I feel like they generally don't talk about because it kind of points out the fact that like I'm trying to think about how to word this, but there's kind of like a sort of like really bad consensus in society that like people are just kind of like bored insane or something, and then they just like run out of money, and then it was just gonna kind of happen anyway. But like they're not really aware of the fact that like the average person like is only a couple of like unfortunate circumstances or like bad choices that like they weren't aware were bad choices away from like becoming homeless and then becoming unstable. And then once you're unstable, it's very easy to get like depressed and just kind of all that shit, because that's the thing I see a lot in America, where they're just kind of like, oh, you just euthanize the homeless people, and they don't seem to realize how easy it is to be homeless. Because chat, for example, my parents, they helped me get the apartment that I'm currently living in. Like, they gave me a loan for that. But if I didn't have parents, or if they weren't willing to do that, and they just like kicked me out of the house, I would be homeless. I would literally be homeless. Like everyone is always like a couple of things away from becoming homeless, but like people don't act like that's true, which is insane to me. Advocating for affordable housing since my early teens. Yeah, that's based. That's based. Okay, so we place this here. That gets the. Okay, this still has the ethylene in it. I think we need to like remove this. I don't know how we do that though. I think we might need to have like the what do you call it? The pipette. Okay, no, it's not that. What about the bucket? Can I bucket this? No. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna Google this real quick. So they kept getting foreclosed after the '08 financial collapse. Yeah. How to remove gas from machine mechanism. There's a pipette-like item. Okay, they don't have it here though. Oh, it's called a gauge dropper. Oh. Gauge dropper. There we go. Okay, so chat, we found the thing. It will require one osmium ingot, but that's a price I'm willing to pay. Here we go. Now I have 500 millibuckets of ethylene. And we just drop it back in there. Cool. Okay, so we've got that one set to the input. And now all we're gonna do is liquid ethylene. Okay, so liquids. Output. We did that? Yeah, we did that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Pressurized tube. So this is the one for gases. So we take this. And okay, we're gonna need to hold on. Can I? Okay, I can't remove this part yet. So we'll need to get the configurator, which will let us do that. Ah, shit. Okay, the redstone problem again. There we go. Now just. But yeah, one of the things, chat, that I think like some people here might appreciate is that a lot of World of Darkness is kind of like pointing out the problems, because one thing about World of Darkness is that it's like it's insanely punk. It's like it points out like all of the problems with society or whatever. Like so I don't know how many people here like know about like Werewolf. Werewolf is one of the games in World of Darkness. But the bad guy of Werewolf is literally like a company that is like an like so basically they can't literally. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks Seribot for that chat. Seribot is really cool. Anybody who streams, I highly recommend Seribot. But anyway, like when you play Werewolf, the bad guy is literally like they can't name the company because they would get sued, but it's like the big oil companies like Exxon Mobil and everything, and they are literally the bad guys because they are corrupted by the evil spirits. They are literally possessed by the spirits of corruption that want to end the world and throw it into oblivion. So it is your job to kill the oil executives because they are actually evil spiritual entities. Which is kind of funny because it gave me like the idea that like you could do like a World of Darkness campaign where it's like a very thinly veiled like like there's this guy and he's working on behalf of the Worm, which is the bad guy from Werewolf, and your party's job is to make sure that the agents of the Worm cannot go back in time and prevent his assassination from happening. You must fire a second bullet or make sure that the first bullet happens. Because this evil cannot be allowed to exist. Right, so now we recharge the configurator. But yeah, it's chat. It's actually insane how punk World of Darkness is. It's kind of fucking awesome. Right, so we turn that off. And now... Okay, so left side, oxygen. Does the puppy start with sweater on or off? I think it starts with it off. Don't quote me on that though. I don't understand myself. Okay, so now we got the substrate, so we put it in here. Okay, now we just need power. Oh. Can I just destroy this with the configurator? Yeah, I guess that works. Chat, we're doing it. Microplastics. HDPE pellet. Ow, fuck, my back. Oh, it's killing me. Hold on. Ow, 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 my back. Ow. Oh, oh, I think I misaligned something there. Holy shit, that hurts. I'm fine now, though. I'm fine now. Right, one more. There we go, cool. So we get some HDPE rods. So chat, this is the thing that we needed to make the rocket nose cone for the space rocket. Now all we need to do is, how do we even get steel? I recommend standing and doing stretches. Yeah, actually that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that right now. Listen, chat, I don't have a redeem for stretches, but I gotta add one because holy fuck, BRB. Oh. Right. I feel a little better. I feel a little better after walking around a little bit. I'll probably like honestly, chat. I might need to get that looked at because it should not be hurting that much. Like it has not done that before. But whatever, whatever. I'm just trying to sit properly so I don't like fucking trigger it again. At the very least, that will encourage me to start doing my exercises again because I do have like an exercise bike here, like a step machine. I just haven't really managed to get like the motivation to do it again. However, if I do that, that would probably help with the back a little bit. So I don't know. It might be, you know, silver linings. So chat, we need to figure out like how the heck we make steel like in the most efficient way in this pack right now, because there's like 4 different steel ingots and they all take different stuff to make. So the most simple one here seems to be they have like a furnace and it's iron and coal, one of each. It does seem to require some complicated stuff though. What does this take to make? That requires steel and only energy cube. Okay, that's quite a lot of investment. Is there like a simpler one? There probably is. What about Tinker's Construct? No. Although one thing that is worth mentioning is that if you have a chainmail chestplate, Tinker's Construct does that thing where it's like a fan theory that like chainmail is made out of steel, so you can get like some molten steel if you melt down the chestplate in the foundry. So that's fun. That's fun. Ah yes, carbonizing iron. Exactly. Okay, what about thermal integration? How do they do it there? Okay, there's a whole thing here with Alex's Caves. I've never done Alex's Caves before, so I'm just going to kind of ignore that for now. Although, chat, I have heard that Alex's Caves is like a really good mod. It has like really interesting like biomes and like a lot of different stuff in it. I just haven't really got around to it at any point. Coke and iron. I remember coke being hard to get. The pyrolyzer. How did I make the pyrolyzer? Oh, okay, I remember now. So chat, the reason why I thought that the pyrolyzer was hard to get is because it requires nether materials. However, we have actually been to the nether now. We've got a lot of nether stuff, so maybe we could just do the pyrolyzer. Because that would also give us a, hold on. Pyrolyzer. Because I don't remember what the byproduct does, but I think, yeah, creosote oil. What's that for again? Oh, you can make pyrotheum with it. That's interesting. Okay. Because pyrotheum is it's basically like a thing where like it's a really specific liquid where it's like a really good like heater for like different stuff. Like for example, you can see here the temperature is like 3,000 degrees, which is like that's fairly good. That's fairly good. What they used to use it for a lot in like older mod packs was for like the big reactors mod, because if you put it inside of like the reactor, it has a lot of heat, which makes it produce a lot of power, but also makes it less efficient. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. There's also the other end of the spectrum where you try and get like the coldest liquid possible, and then that was cryotheum, because you see this one's pyrotheum, which is the hot one, and then cryotheum is the coldest one. Which is funny. Anyway. Is there anything else I can do with the microplastics? What does the sheet do? Oh, that's how you make upgrades for stuff. Oh, what is SPS casing? Phase shifting reaction. Okay, that's far too advanced for me. Mecha tool. Oh, that's for the that's like a multi-tool type thing. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Loopy sneeze. Solar neutron activator. I remember this being huge. What does this do again? It makes lithium into tritium, nuclear waste into polonium. Okay, no, we're not doing that. Listen, chat, I'm not doing the cold fusion, my beloved. Yeah, chat. I am not doing the nuclear reactor stuff in this mod pack because the mechanism nuclear reactor is actually kind of ass. Like I tried really hard on the previous server on what do you call it? The okay, I forget what the mod pack was. I think it was like Craftoria. So I tried building the reactor there, but it turns out the mechanism reactor actually just sucks ass. Like it's terrible. Sneeze that made you OP? Yeah, the sneeze has made me poopy now. Da poopy. Bless you. Thank you. Oh, uses electrolysis to create breathable oxygen from water will also fill a jetpack module with hydrogen when necessary. That's really cool. That's really cool. So like if you have like a jetpack and you like land in water, then it makes hydrogen for the jetpack and also you can breathe underwater. That's really cool. See, chat, the only problem here is that we have to get polonium to build the really cool like mecha armor and that requires building the nuclear reactor. And the nuclear reactor really sucks. I'm realizing here that apparently there's a mod called Better Fusion Reactor for Mechanism, so maybe they made it like suck less ass, but like I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know. See, the problem is that like it used to be really fun. Like the mecha armor, I used to build that all the time, but now it requires building the reactor, and the reactor is such a pain in the ass. Whatever. I'm probably not gonna get it, or if I do, I'll do it like off stream. Because I definitely could. Like it would just take a long while. And maybe it'll be worth it, I don't know. Anyway. Let's get rewards. Vegetable soup. Midnight robe. That sounds cool. What does the midnight robe do? Wait, did something die? Wait, something died. Wait, did the chicken die or was that something else? Oh, it was a ghost. Okay, so chat, we got some grave dust and ectoplasm. That was a ghost. I was kind of worried that one of Thorier's chickens just died or something. Anyway, midnight robe. Uh, attacking while being invisible from disappear. What is... Okay, so vanish. Gives the wearer complete invisibility and increases the speed of their movement at a sufficiently low light level. Interesting. An attack from the vanish ability deals increased damage, outlining a circle around the target and dispelling the invisibility effect of the wearer. Reuse of the vanish is possible only after the wearer leaves the circle. Oh, so it's like a stealth mechanic. That's really cool. What slot does this take? The back. What are we currently wearing on the back? The quiver. Yeah, so I guess we're not like invisible yet. Ah shit. Okay, so chat, we've ran out of like space for like different types of items, so I'll have to build more discs so I can put the quiver in there. Is there like a button to activate this? Oh, it has to be a low light level. That's okay. Okay, I thought the light level thing was just for damage. No, it's for going invisible too. Anyway, chat, let's get the rest of our quests. Netherite ingot, hell yeah. Some arcane essence, whatever. Netherite's crazy though. Effects strength for 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna keep that because having strength is pretty useful. Progression. Also, chat. Thorier was mentioning on the Discord, but the reason why we get the rewards for this is because apparently Thorier went into the a big Nether dungeon and then killed a thing. That was just kind of surprising, but good job, Thorier. It's Thorier is my strongest soldier. Banana peel. Okay, we're not gonna throw the banana peel. That'll make people slip over. Bag of seeds. Okay, that's neat, I guess. Okay, chat. Maybe we need to start building item cells. Give me a second. Do we have the materials? Not really. Okay, we need to start building some more processors. Okay, the presses are not here for some reason. Are they in like an extra chest? Ah, here they are. Okay. So we need I think it's the engineering press. Or no, wait, no. I think it might be the logic one, actually. I think engineering's the diamond one. And then silicon. So, chat, what we need now is we need gold, silicon, and redstone. Oh, we got 23 silicon, that'll be plenty. And we'll just let that cook for a bit. Oh, I just remembered, we have the speed upgrades. This is going like really fast. Hell yeah. We'll have more space in no time. Who is pinging me? Someone's pinging. Oh, it's just one of my friends publishing their schedule. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm glad we can just have like a chill stream today. There's not gonna be like as many viewers, but that's totally understandable. I was considering, chat. I was considering buying a game called Look Outside. It's kind of like an RPG maker, like horror game, a bit like Eldritch horror and like body horror and that kind of thing. It's really cool. However, the problem is that like it looked so cool that I watched someone else play through it, and I basically know the ending now. So like I'm still kind of tempted to play it because they missed content that I could see. But I would also know what the ending is, so I don't know if I should like stream it or not. But like it is a really good game though, so like maybe I should like buy it just to kind of like pay the guys who made it because it is really cool. It's published by Devolver Digital. So like Devolver Digital didn't like develop it, but they have like a publishing thing there where they publish for like other developers. So they published that game. So that's kind of how you know it's good because Devolver Digital are the guys who make like Enter the Gungeon, what other things do they publish? Hold on, let me check real quick. Devolver Digital. Yeah, so they did Cult of the Lamb. They did Enter the Gungeon and all of the sequels. They did basically point is that they did like a lot of really cool shit. And also a lot of a lot of the Devolver games are on discount right now on Steam, so I'm just letting you guys know. Because a lot of them are bangers. Yeah, they publish so many things, and like a lot of them are like really good. Because the thing is that like when I saw like the Look Outside thing, I was like, this could be, I was like, this could be like really good, or like it could just be like, okay, how do I word this? It could just be like a regular like good video game, or it could be absolutely insane. And I'm so glad it was insane. Like I haven't played it, but like it was so good that I'm still considering like buying it, even though I know like the best ending. Are you extensively commenting and actively spoiling the game? Maybe. Because the thing is that like the way that chat might react to it might be interesting as well, like how they might kind of predict things, and I'll be like, and then I won't say anything, but I'll be like, huh, it's interesting you say that, you know? It's just such a good game because I'm not gonna go into like too much detail because I don't want to spoil it for anybody that is actually gonna play it. But it's like Eldritch horror, but then it's also like Eldritch horror where um it doesn't like down. Okay, how do I word this? It's like you have like people, and there's like look outside. Which one? The one published by Devolver Digital. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and like the whole thing as well is that like because the thing with a lot of Eldritch horror is that it's kind of like, oh look, the humans are the monsters, or it's like, oh, you know, everything sucks or whatever. But it's like that one's kind of like you have like a disaster, and then there's like a bunch of people, and then the people are like they're just like chill, and then they're trying to like get through it, and it's kind of interesting because it's not like it's not like where it's, how do I word this, like it's not one of those things where it's like humanity fuck yeah, it's like people are just kind of chill, man. It's about friendship. It's really weirdly it's about friendship in like a really weird and interesting way. I have games with similar names on my radar for a while. Understandable. Okay, so chat, we're crushing some Certus Quartz crystals because we need some Certus Quartz dust, and then that'll let us make some glass. like a special kind of glass that we need to make the storage cells, because you see here quartz glass, and then once we've done that, then we'll just slot them all in and we'll be done. But yeah, anyway. Point is, really cool game. I've not played it myself yet, but I have watched like an entire playthrough, and it's got like a lot of really cool stuff. Like it's got a lot of like really cool like twists on like the genre of like eldritch horror and like body horror in general, and and I, 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 I can't really think of how to describe it. It's just really cool. It's just one of those things where you're like, oh, I bet it's gonna go this way, and then it just like entirely defies your expectations. It's really cool. Okay, there we go. Make like a bajillion components, and then make some quartz glass. Oh, make another storage cell. Cool. Okay, so chat, you can see here the ones that are green is ones where none of the types have been filled and none of the bytes have been used. So types is basically like the different items basically. Like if I put in the pickaxe, that's always going to take a one type because there's no other pickaxe that is exactly the same as this with the same amount of durability, the same type of parts, etc., etc. Whereas the bytes are actually the like the raw number of items, which is why there's so few like red ones here where they're filled of bytes, because the bytes are not the problem. The problem is the types. So like if you don't have like a really big system for like the for applied energistics 2, then you don't want to put like your tools in there. But our one's big enough that it kind of doesn't really matter. Like we just got like random quivers in there or whatever. Anyway, shovel the stuff back in there. Oh, get in there. Okay, cool. Now chat, back to opening our rewards. Dragon scale boots. Is that actually good? Hold on. Increased protection from dragon breath attacks. Okay, that's interesting. If we ever go like dragon hunting, that might be useful actually. Alarming charm. Warns when an illager assault has appeared. Interesting. Smithing template. Soulstone. Polarity armor trim. What does that look like? It's hard to see with the trim. Like, oh, okay, I can kind of see in like the bottom there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was like a helmet that you could build that improves your that like actually gives you like proper night vision. Interesting, interesting. Chat, we have so many achievements. So many quests. Oh my god, chat, look at the name of the achievement. Snake! Oh, we're wearing full cardboard armor. Bunny mode? Very cute, very cute. Chat, she's in bunny mode. She's bunnying out. God, we have so many boxes. Awesome. Wait a second. Okay, chat, apparently I missed something here. Ah, there they are, okay. Plate mechanism, okay. Oh, the rotary condenser. Yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. Space exploration, the workbench. And then once we make the rocket, we get a bunch of rewards as well, which is great. Oh my god, there's like there's like a bunch of different quests for having one block of steel because this is like the recipe for building the rocket. That's so silly. Okay, I'm just gonna claim all rewards. I think it's just a bunch of boxes. There we go. Deviled egg. What's that? Oh, we can eat that, and then it might give me more health. So, ball of lightning. Oh shit! What the fuck? It was on fire there. Why am I on fire when I stand here? What is up with that? Strange. Oh, Mars globe. That's cool. But chat, we can power the globe with the redstone to make it constantly spin. That's great. I love that. I'm gonna store that for now. I'm gonna use it for decoration later. Siren tier. What is that used for? Oh shit, we can like charm mobs. That's cool. Duck sack for the entitled duck mod. Rotten egg, squid sandwich, rat trap, banner pattern. Chat, we got a quest for the reward from the quest. Decorated paper wall. That's pretty cool. Was it the ball of lightning that did it? Maybe. I don't know why it would do that, but I guess maybe it did. Okay, chat, we're gonna hold on to the squid sandwich because that's gonna I forget the words for it, but like once we eat that, then we'll get closer to getting more max health. I think said ball disappeared. I think I put it into the yeah, I put it into the system here. First sandwich. Minecart decoupling. Chains to... Oh no, it's not decoupling, it's coupling. Chains together individual minecarts, causing them to move as a group. That's pretty neat. Chat, we've got the cursed sandwich. It's got 27 bread slices. This is the most cursed sandwich. Hi there, Thorier. We've got the 27 slices of bread sandwich. I'm not gonna eat it yet. What is the warped mixture? Okay, it doesn't say anything. I'm just gonna put it in there until I know what it does. Krabby Patty, Heart of Diamond, Gilded Rat Flute, Stymphalian Bird Feather Bundle. That's actually, okay, if I remember correctly, that's pretty useful. Yeah, legendary. It's a legendary weapon, launches sharp feathers in 8 directions. Interesting. Fires rats when used. Hold on. Thorier, I might have accidentally. I didn't mean to. I didn't check where I was looking. I might have killed your rat by accident. Although now I have my own rat, apparently. If you want another rat, you can use the Gilded Rat Flute. I believe it'll give you another rat. I'll have to eat the Krabby Patty later so I can get more max health. Checker block, that's pretty cool. Sack, melon popsicle. Yeah, more quests, more loot. I've already eaten the snapper before, so I will enter the system. There we go. So chat, we have unlocked new weapons. We've got the feather, we've got the 8 direction feather blaster. We have the goddamn rat launcher. We are more powerful than ever. We have the microplastics even. Oh, by the way, Thorier, while you were gone, I've completed the machine here. We have microplastics in the system. Once we start building the rocket, we've got the stuff for that now. Or at least most of it, I think. Also, what's this? Enchantment library at home. Interesting. It's time for music. Da 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 da. It's tasty, it's lava chicken, and it's tasty as hell. Yeah. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Da, 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 da. Lava chicken. Oh, by the way, chat, I don't think I mentioned in the last stream, but I've been doing a lot of research into the hex casting mod. I'm just kind of documenting what the symbols do. I've kind of given up on it for now, though. Like, once I've got, like, all the machines set up, then I can get back to it, but I'm slowly figuring out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing with this. Like, as you can see, I've actually written these onto a scroll, so, like, I'm learning is what was all I'm saying. And I've read online, there is actually a way to... Oh, hi there Ace! Or sorry, Leela. Oh my god, why am I still calling you Ace? You're not even called Ace anymore. The Leela is here. Leela, I have a Krabby Patty. Delicious. Yum. Exactly. The flower kitty, exactly. Also, I was just saying a second ago. I'm slowly learning the hex casting mod. See, there's scrolls on the wall. I've actually managed to inscribe my spells onto scrolls, and I've got like notes here. But what the hell these mean? I'm learning. Chat, I'm learning. Library to put our excess books. Okay. Because I looked up a bunch of tutorials online, and okay, so a second ago I was gonna say, I found out online there's a guy that's actually figured out a way to have like a massive like wall of like spells, and then you basically cast a spell that pulls this. Okay, how do I word this? So basically, you have like an Akashic library which stores all of your spells. So all you need to do is activate a spell that pulls the spell from that Akashic library, so you don't actually need to write out all the symbols yourself. It just pulls the spell for you, which is really interesting, and I'll have to learn how to do that later. But for now, we're just doing some machine stuff. Ace, we've made the microplastics. We've got some HDE pellets, HDPE rods. I don't know if you could see, Ace, but in the bottom left we have like a barely visible image of the hold on. We're gonna turn off the filters real quick. Chat, we have a microplastic seasoning image, so we just remind chat what the true goal here is, the microplastics. Consumes the plastic? Hell yeah. Pellets for kitty, exactly. Right, so back to what we're doing. Right, so that's 5. That's also 5. Okay, I'm gonna consume the squid sandwich right now. Okay, we have not gained max health yet, but we're making progress. Right, so what do we do next? We have the plastic. Now we gotta figure out the best way to do steel. How much steel do we have anyway? We have about like a stack. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So how much do we need for the rocket ship? Let's see. Oh, by the way, sorry. Oh my god, I almost said Ace again. What the fuck is wrong with me? Leela, we found out earlier in the stream that apparently to do like the orb multiplication thing that I did in Craftoria, where you make it into shards and then you make the shards into the other stuff, you need to have Dash now, and Dash is the thing you get off the moon, or maybe it was Mars. I think it was the moon though. So now we're gonna build the rocket ship. So we are investing in our space infrastructure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 9. How much is that? 6 times 9. I'm not gonna do the maths in my head. I'm just gonna Google it. 54. Okay, so we can cover that, but we will need a little bit more steel. We just need to figure out how we get more space. Exactly. We're setting Leela on the rocket, and then she can be the space core. Right. Okay. So chat. We were doing this earlier, but we're gonna do it again. We're gonna look at the best ways to do steel. So the simplest one here is one iron and one coal. However, the problem is that that needs to be done in the Etrionic blast furnace. Dash is on the moon. Yeah, that's what I think it is. It might be on Mars. I'm not entirely certain. So the only problem with the Etrionic blast furnace is that we need to build the Etrionic capacitor, and we also need some reinforced alloy, which is made with diamonds, and some more reinforced alloy, and we need the elite energy cube, which is a whole bunch of diamonds and a whole bunch of redstone. So basically, I think we probably have the resources for this. It's just going to be like a little bit of a slog, but it will give us the best way to make steel. So, but is there any easier ways to make steel? We'll check that first. Yeah, mechanism steel ingot. So how do we make this one? I cannot find it. Steel dust, metallurgy confuser, 10 millibuckets of carbon and enriched iron. Enriched iron is, yeah, so essentially this requires more of like a process, and it requires, I believe it is, yeah, 2 coal per 1 steel, so it's a bit less efficient. Thermal integration, what about this one? Oh yeah, I think okay, so I think this is the one where it requires coke. Yeah, it's the one that requires coke. Okay, however, it is only 1 coal per thing, and we do get some creosote oil from that, although I'm not sure how useful that will actually be. What does the pyrolyzer take? So that's the one with materials from the nether. Okay, maybe the pyrolyzer is like a better idea, because it would take a lot less diamonds and just resources in general. Yeah, let's do that. Need a diamond gear first. Oh yeah, Ace. One thing was. Oh my god, why did I fucking say? Okay, I'm. Okay, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for the name to disappear from my brain. That's all I can say right now. Anyway. So what I was gonna say was, as Leela, I was saying to chat earlier that like I am kind of reconsidering like doing the Exalted campaign, because now I'm kind of leaning more towards doing like a World of Darkness campaign instead. At least you're at least trying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's because it's one of those things where like you accidentally get someone's pronouns wrong, and then you're like, oh fuck, oh shit, I am genuinely trying my best. But no, it's I'm glad you're so understanding with it, because like you know, as your friend, absolutely love you, my favorite cat. So I will try and get better at that. But anyway. So point was, is that I was kind of considering like not doing the old campaign. Like I did do like a lot of development on it, but the problem right now is that the how do I word this? Like they haven't really developed the lore in the north of the saying very well, and that means that like I have to like invent basically all of it by myself, which is kind of annoying. So what I'm kind of tempted to do instead is do like a. So I don't know if you remember, Leela, the Mutants and Masterminds campaign that was based in like the UK. I was thinking kind of something like that, but like in World of Darkness, and also like entirely different plot, just entirely different plot. And probably like a mage game, unless someone specifically wants to do like a character from another Splat book. I just think it's gonna be like really interesting, because I really want to run mage, and it's actually kind of easier to run than Exalted is, believe it or not. Even though the powers of the mages is literally like you have dots in a sphere. Like for example, if you have like the correspondence sphere and like the and what was the other one? There was correspondence, and the other one. What was the other one? Time sphere, I think. Basically, it gives you like the ability to like look into the past or whatever, and it kind of works the same with all the different spheres. It's really interesting to me. And then also you can kind of, since it's based in the same universe as like vampire and werewolf and like all this other stuff. There's so much stuff that can happen, and it's all really interesting. So we could have like a Leela mage or something. That sounds cool. Wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Okay, then we put that in the enrichment chamber, then it slightly multiplies it. Huh. But yeah, it's just because the other thing as well is that like since World of Darkness is just kind of based on like the real world and like with other stuff kind of substituted in, it kind of makes it a lot easier to write for that than for like Exalted. Because as I was mentioning, like they didn't really write in like a lot of stuff for like the northern traditions in Exalted. Whereas for like World of Darkness, I could just be like, I live in the UK. I know what it's like in the UK, so I could just like write a campaign about that with like, but like also with the whole like World of Darkness like stuff going on, which I think would be really interesting, to be honest. Hello, chicken friend. Being a mage simplifies the character build. Yeah. Because the other thing as well, Ace, is that there's actually like a bunch of history of like witches in Scotland specifically in the mage lore. Because there's the Verbena, and the Verbena are basically like their entire. Oh shit! Hold on, wait, that might alloy. Hold on. Wait, what does silver alloy with again? Alloy with gold, glowstone, and tin, stabilized redstone, and copper. I think there was probably gold in there, wasn't there? Okay, maybe it'll be fine. Anyway, but yeah, basically, in the lore of World of Darkness, because basically there's this kind of entire thing, like mythologically speaking, where they talk about there being like witches in like the north of Scotland or whatever, and in World of Darkness they have that where it's called the Wives of the Wood, and they are basically like living like up in the north, and they're like paranoid because basically the people down in England, they created the Order of Reason, which later became the Technocracy, who are like the enemy of the tradition mages. And so the Wives of the Wood became like increasingly paranoid, and then they just kind of like curse people or whatever. So you could have like a character where like they just sort of like awaken as a mage, and then they're like taken in by the Verbena, and then they have to like deal with like whatever strange supernatural shit is happening in like the place where they currently live, while also trying to handle the fact that like all of the people above them are like insanely paranoid, but also invested in their well-being. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Right, what was the... Okay, so we were crafting something. It was silver. Pyrolyzer. There we go. That sounds cool. Yeah, it's really good. And basically, Ace, the defining thing about the Verbena as like a category of mages is that their main sphere is life magic. So life magic, it's not just about healing. It's not what you think what it's about. It's like the entire concept of life as a whole. Like you make new life, you graft like new limbs onto yourself. You like shape shift and shit. Like literally like a lunar. There's like all kinds of stuff going on there. Because it's like the entire domain of life in general. Called body horror shenanigans. Oh yeah, it totally could. Like it could or it could not. It entirely depends on the mage. Because basically the way that it works with what we making? I am making the pyrolyzer. I will explain it in a second. So the pyrolyzer, it makes coal into coal coke, and the reason why we want coal coke is because it's the easiest way to make steel, because it is one coal per one steel, which need to make into coke first, and then that will also give us what was the other thing? It gives us creosote oil and also heavy oil, depending on what we use for it. Wait, we got the pyrolyzer already? Oh shit, I did not notice. Well, thank you, Thorir. You are thinking 10 miles ahead of me right now. What does tar do anyway? Oh, it's just a fuel. Okay, whatever. Oh, hi there, Evi. Thank you for the head pats. But yeah, hey, so it could be like body horror shenanigans, but you could like combine it with different stuff. So you could be like, you could use like the time sphere and the life sphere to accelerate or decelerate something's evolution. Like there's all kinds of crazy shit you could do. Because like basically the entire thing is that like it doesn't have a specific list of powers of what you can do with the spheres. It's kind of like Exalted where you have stunts, except the stunt is what the spell actually is, if that makes sense. I found crude oil, so did stuff to make refined fuel of it. Ah, okay. and then the part where it becomes like an actual like TTRPG is when you're like, okay, I'm gonna cast a spell on this person, like for example, I'm gonna cast a spell on this vampire. Then the vampire actually gets to resist it, and then you have to do like a whole like sphere and like magical power like roll competition thing, whatever. Like a contested roll. But yeah, it's really fun. It's really, really fun. Okay, anyway. Okay, so now that we have the coke, now we can make it this. Chat, I accidentally crushed the screen. There we go. We're back. We're back. Okay, now we just gotta make this into steel. So I cast damage spell, but the damage varies. No, the damage doesn't vary. It's basically what exactly it does depends on the stunt. Once the actual like damage, like how likely it is to succeed, depends on like the spheres that you're using. So for example, if you use like the spirit sphere, that's how you can attack like incorporeal entities. If you don't have that, then you can't do that. Or if you try to do that without that, then you have like a significant disadvantage. Hold on. I'll pull up the rule book so I can help you a little bit more. Because it is like it does take a little bit of explaining, but like it's nowhere near as complicated as like Exalted is. Right. While that's loading, I will just continue doing the thing. But yeah, mage is just a really cool saying. It's and like it's got really cool mechanic. God, it's just so fucking cool in general. I'm so nerdy. Uh, okay, this is not what I was looking for. I think we had one of the thermal expansion, like induction speller. There we go. Excellent. Okay, chat. We're making steel now. It's gonna be slower than the other methods, but it doesn't involve using a bajillion diamonds, so I think this is kind of there. Right. Okay. So chat. Let me just find the. Okay, I don't remember which page it was, and there's like 700 pages, so it will take me a second to find this, but it's very easy once you get over the initial, hello, what do you mean I could do that? Wow. So true. Ads? Yeah, okay, I'll just wait until the ads are done then. Hmm. Oh, it should be done now. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, all I'm gonna say is that there's a lot of lore for Mage, so I'm just kind of like scrolling through this until I get to the actual mechanics part because I know it's here somewhere. Because basically so the song I love the game, but fuck you to whoever designed Battle where Hollow Knight did not need a poison swamp. They added a poison swamp to Hollow Knight. What the fuck? Oh god, it's somewhere in here. If you touch the water, you can't heal and you lose silk mana over time. That's crazy. Souls game moment, literally. Okay, chat, I have found the thing I was talking about. So basically the way it works in Mage is that you have spheres that do different stuff. So for example, if you have like the Forces sphere and the Prime sphere, you can make like a fireball or something, basically. And there is combinations of spheres that are like really good for doing like specific things. So they have like an example list here, and you'll see one of these is highlighted because I was specifically looking for it. So for example, they have like body magic, which is adapt to environment. So so that's a life 2 effect, and then there's also like in brackets 3, because if you have 3, then that boosts it in some manner, which is like earlier on in the book, so I can't tell you exactly what that means, but it means something. And you'll see the one that I've highlighted here, heal slash harm vampire, is life 3 slash matter 2. And then that means that you're kind of like harming them in different ways, essentially. So, like, if you have like 3 life magic and you try to harm a vampire, you're gonna have like a lot more success with that than trying to do it with like other spheres. And also, like, much more effective than trying to shoot them with a gun, basically. And then they have different ones here. Like, for example, like harming the Fae is like life 3 slash mind 3, because they're basically kind of based on like people's thoughts and emotions and so on. And then the were creature one is spirit 2, because they're very connected to the spirit world and so on. And then there's a bunch of like other examples here, like a lot of stuff. So you can see like at the bottom here, alter probabilities entropy 2 plus, because in the entropy thing they tell you like the different things you can like alter, and it gets more significant the stronger you are in that, basically. Hey chat, we're making some steel block. Also made some steel? Hell yeah. Right, to the NASA workbench. Oh wait, hold on, I think I might have did this wrong. Hold on, how do I make the thing again? Life is anti-magic creature basis. Yeah, kind of, because like life itself is basically affecting things that live. So if you attack a thing that lives, then it just kind of works on everything essentially. But like if you have like spirit instead of life, there's like a lower requirement, because the werewolves and like other like shifters in general are like very closely associated with like the spirit world, which means that if you have like spirit magic, you can hurt them a lot easier. Okay, chat, I remember now. Chat, I remember now. So, we don't need to like craft the blocks and anything. We just need to have the blocks, and we only need 6 of them. So I'm kind of above the 6 right now. So make them back into steel. Interesting. Exactly. It's very interesting. So, because basically the way it works is that like, how do I word this? Essentially what that means is that like if you want to harm anything, having life is great, but then obviously you don't want to like have like life be like a required thing. I'm trying to think about how to word this. Like, if you want to hurt anything, you take life magic, but you don't need life magic unless the thing that you're fighting is a supernatural. And if you're fighting a supernatural, you probably have like other routes anyway. Like you probably have like a gun. Guns work on everything to varying degrees. You lunge and then spacesuits, I guess. Yeah, and we gotta fill the spacesuits with oxygen too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 for a rocket fin, but that also does make 4 rocket fins. That's all the rocket fins will need. Okay, time to go stamp some steel. I think we have yeah, we have a mechanical press here. If you know a campaign is centered on X, you can build for that, but you're like question mark, question mark, question mark, you can always fall back on life. Exactly, exactly. And the other really funny thing as well is that like, if you have entropy magic, you can do really fucked up shit to Wraiths, because the entire premise of Wraith the Oblivion is that like there's like an evil dark side to like everyone, and then it becomes worse when you're Wraith, and you have like basically depression where another character plays as the bad side of your character, and they try and like sabotage you. And if you use entropy magic on like a wraith, you are basically bringing out the specter, the bad side of them, so it does extra damage. But then like if they survive, you have like a guy who is like the entirety of his like worst self is now trying to kill you, which is like insane and funny. Because it's like, wow, you just like fucked up that guy with his weakness, but then you also just kind of like ruined his entire like on life. Yeah, it's just kind of funny because it's like, oh, if you use this on, if you use entropy on Wraith specifically, it's super effective. But also you're gonna bring the Spectre to the fore, which is not great. Like that's not good. You don't like you immediately turn it into like the evil version of a Wraith. Also, it has to be mentioned, chat. Like, Leela, I'm assuming you remember from Exalted. There's a type of damage called aggravated damage, where it takes a lot longer to recover. If you have life three, it says here specifically, if you have life three, you can soak aggravated damage. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, it just becomes regular damage if you have life three. Nuh-uh. Exactly. You just say nuh-uh to the big bad werewolf. Although it must be mentioned that even though aggravated damage takes longer to recover from, regular damage will still kill you. So the werewolf might also say nah and then like kill you anyway. Okay, this alloys with arcane essence, nickel, sky slime, seared stone. Okay, I feel like if I throw the iron into here, it's gonna like fuse with something, and that's gonna be bad for me. Whatever, we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, it's just Mage is just a really interesting system because it's one of those things where it's like it has rules. Like you need to have specific spheres to do specific things. But like once you do the thing, it's like it's entirely up to like your interpretation and how you stunt it. So you could be like, oh, I have like a you could be like, oh, I have like correspondence like two and like time two or something. I'm gonna like put like a doorway where there was no doorway previously, and it will transport me to this location and then like also across time, and I get to see all of the events that happen between the time that I open the door and the time that I go there, as though I had walked there, but I didn't actually walk there. I just instantly teleported. It's really fun. It's really fun. Because basically it's how do I word this? Because like none of the spheres work on their own. Like you can do like a little bit of like a tiny amount of like time stuff where you make time slower or time faster using only the time sphere. But it's when you combine the spheres is when they become really cool. Because because like if you have correspondence, which is basically like information and the time sphere, so you combine correspondence and time, you can learn what happened in the past in a specific area type thing. Yeah, it's super interesting, Thorio. Like I'm actually obsessed with it. It's so fun. I'm gonna see if I can find more examples because I do really enjoy this. Yeah, so they've specifically got like an example here where so they have something here. If you have like a two in the mind sphere, then you can cause like mental illusions. Like you can have like illusions, but if you have mind three plus, Then you can do illusions that inflict damage, but that's just entirely like mental damage. But if you have life 3 plus, then you can have mental illusions that inflict physical damage. Okay, so we need 4 iron plates. Wait, hold on. Okay, so 2 steel tanks. Each one requires 1 gas tank. The gas tank is... Okay, so we need 8 iron plates, 2 iron rods. And then we'll need a few extra plates, because the plates make the rods. There was a war book, is it just gonna break them down? Yeah! Exactly, exactly. I would say the only problem with trying to run like Mage is the fact that the best way to do it is to use the 20th anniversary edition, and the 20th anniversary edition tries to like bridge the gap between the old World of Darkness version of Mage and Mage the Awakening, because basically there's Mage the Ascension, which is the older one, which has like more cool epic stuff going on. And then there's Mage the Awakening, which is the one that's kind of like simpler, but I don't really like it as much. He tried to goblin clean up, talk to you later. Okay, see you later, Ace. Oh, sorry, Leela, fuck. have a nice goblin cleaning time. Leela is a goblin maid. Okay, I flattened some more steel. Chat, we're almost at the moon. Well, no, well, not quite yet. We're still need to build like the spacesuits and stuff, but we've almost got the ship anyway. So now we make this into steel rods. That's not the right thing. It was this thing. Ah, okay, I need four more steel plates. I'll get on that immediately. There's also fuel stuff. Yeah, there's also fuel stuff that we have to think about. That'll come in next. I will get around to it when I do. I'm just kind of handling it like one thing at a time. Oh my god, okay, one more steel plate. Okay, I was slightly off on my calculations there. Simple to make, hell yeah. We'd love to see it. Cool, steel tank. Okay, so I think I made the fins earlier, didn't I? Yeah, I made the fins. Okay, now all we need is the steel engine and the nose cone. We basically have everything we need for the nose cone, because we have the HDP rod, which need 4 more steel plates. There we go. The microplastics are now in the rocket. So now we just need the engine. The engine frame is a bunch of steel rods and a steel plate. Okay. I'm just gonna make a bunch of plates because that's probably gonna solve it. Right, what else do we need in the meantime? More steel plates. That one needs another 4 steel plates. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna compress another 12. That should be enough. I'm just using like the vague guesstimation right now. There we go. Okay, cool. So now some more steel rods. There we go, steel engine. Okay, chat, I think we can finish the thing now. Yeah, it doesn't allow auto crafting, so I just gotta do this manually. Here. Here. Chat, we've done it. Wait, where did the rocket go? Oh, there it is, okay. Chat, we have the rocket. The tier 1 rocket. Look at me, I'm holding the rocket in 2 hands. A rocket holder. Ow, ow. So now, chat, we just need to fill it with fuel, and we need to have a spacesuit. They were thinking with rockets. Exactly. So we're just gonna go for like the basic spacesuit stuff. We could also do the one that's like with we'd also do the netherite one, but like that would, oh, never mind. Okay, that takes a bunch of extra resources. Never mind. I thought it was just netherite. It's more than netherite. Oh shit, chat, there's a radio with the Ad Astra mod and it streams real internet streamed radio stations. That's crazy. How many can fit in a tier 1 rocket? I think it's just one person, unfortunately. Right, space helmet. I will get a second rocket and then we can send Thorir up too. Or we could just kind of like use the same rocket. I'm sure there's some way to do that as well. Leaving Thorir on Earth with the plastics. Exactly, chat. We're doing the Elon Musk thing where we leave Thorir on the Earth and it's filled with the plastics, and then I will be living on Mars, selling my Dogecoin. Okay, chat, we're gonna need even more infused alloy. She needs to infuse the alloy. Exactly. Oh shit, chat, the power is leaving. Damn. That's unfortunate. Maybe if we had like another generator or something. Yeah, we're running a lot of stuff. We could add a heat generator. Although I'm not sure that would solve like all of the problems, but it would go part way to it. Although I think this is set as like an output instead of like an input/output, so yeah, okay, never mind. I might need to put the heat generator elsewhere then. Complicated. Oh, the Thorir under the floor. Okay, what I'm thinking is, I can break down here. Oh, hello. So I can put a cable here. Generator up, wrong way around. Okay, hold on. Yeah, like that, and then just need to get a bunch of lava and surround it with lava, then I'll generate electricity from being near the lava. Shove all my stuff in here. I'm gonna go hop to the nether real quick. Is it? This is one of the so the heat generator and the no, it's alright, Dario. I've already got more than enough. Because the heat generator and the wind generator used to be like really broken in other mod packs, which I think is the reason why they made it so hard to craft in this mod pack, because you have to go to the Great Below specifically, because this is infinite power basically. Like the amount of power this generates increases with how many sides of it are facing lava. There we go. Now that one is on maximum power. I don't know if it's going to power everything, but it will be a boost. Yeah, it's almost making it. Take out the music disc for a moment. So I think one other thing we could do is there is upgrades for these machines. One of them is the energy upgrade. So instead of doing the speed upgrade immediately, we can get the energy upgrade, which means that it uses less power to run, which obviously means that it can run more consistently. Oh, the Ebby system is dead. Oh no. Right, we need to put some lava in here, I think. There we go, it's alive again. Right, shove some gold into the pulverizer. And then we'll just need some, I think there's already some infused alloy in here, so I'll borrow a bit of that. So now, chat, we can speed upgrade. That just takes 2 glass, 2 infused alloy, and osmium dust. Oh, I thought about, hold on. Oh, no. Okay, we're not doing the speed upgrade. I got mixed up there. That one's gonna make it worse, actually. Was it power upgrade? Energy upgrade? Yeah, energy upgrade. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Okay, cool. So now, we can plug this into, I don't know, like this one over here. And now it runs a little bit better. And then I just need to put like one into the infuser or something. Because typically what you want to do is you want to like add the energy ones, and then later on you add the speed ones, because the energy ones kind of compensate for the energy drain of the speed ones. But if you don't have, if you don't need a lot of speed, then you can just put in the energy ones by themselves, and that'll make it go better. See, now the energy bar is flashing, but it's basically doing the same amount of progress now. So once we install like all 8, then it'll go at the same speed. Another upgrade. There we go. So it's 3 out of 8 now. We'll grab some more redstone. Oh, we're getting some reinforced alloy. Cool. Oh, chat, there's some stuff on the Discord. Right, back to the game. Okay, let's make some infused alloy now. Chat, we've almost done it. We've almost got like enough energy upgrades that we compensate for the fact that we are not generating a massive amount of energy. Although to be entirely fair, the fact that we're not generating a massive amount of energy is also partially because we don't seem to have that mod that gives you the ability to generate electricity with the create mod power, like the rotational energy. I'm quite a big fan of that one because I like being able to convert them, but I don't think we have that, so it's a shame. Or do we? Do we? Hold on. What was it called again? Alternator? No, we don't have it. Okay, that's unfortunate. Energy upgrade. Energy upgrade. There we go. So chat, now it's working at 4.22 times efficiency, which is really good. Because it's not taking anywhere near as much power. Okay, what did we need for the spacesuit again? Oxygen gears, that requires the calite core. Oh yeah, that's what we're making the infused alloy for. Okay, so we also need 2 osmium dust and 1 powdered iron. Okay. So just powder, 1 iron. Good. I think we'll definitely have the space stuff working before the stream ends. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do a bunch of like ranting in a couple of my discords about the mage the Ascension game though, because as I mentioned in the chat, it is like really cool how you have like all this like stuff and it's like, oh, you know, different spheres, they do like different stuff, and it's like it's really fun. It's really fun. It's like really creative stuff. Okay, I got a bunch of iron nuggets. Mayfield refinery? Hell yeah. Okay, we're making so much progress. Okay, so all we need is 3 more steel plates, and then we will have the space suit. Chat, the puppy's gonna go to space. The space puppy. Okay, spacesuit. There we go. That's half of the set. Now, space pants. I believe this is a lot simpler. Yeah, all we need is like 5 steel plates and 2 wool. So we've already got that. Make into plates. The only thing is that it's gonna be really rough once I get to the moon because you okay, so basically the only way to have like armor on the moon is to have like the up armor versions of the spacesuit. So for example, the netherite one and so on. But to do that, you need more than just netherite in this mod pack, so it's gonna be that's gonna be a task that'll take a while. Right, 2 more steel plates. Oh shit, the the ME system is dead again. I gotta go fetch some lava. Don't crash the rocket, you'll need it for the trip back. Oh yeah, yeah, don't worry, I know, I know. Here we go. Gamer fuel. Lever dispenser system is neat. Yeah, yeah, it was a really good idea that Thorir had. Oh, it's full. The chat, the crystal is stuck inside of the waystone. We can't get it out. Shit. Chat, it's gone forever. The crystal's gone. Unfortunate. Many such cases. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, space boots. Chat, we've done it. We've got all of the space stuff. We got like the glass head bit. Astro puppy, exactly. I'm not gonna wear that for now though because I don't want to like damage the durability, so I'm just gonna like hold it there for a moment. So the spacesuit is the part that we fill with the oxygen. So I I don't remember. I don't remember if they added like compatibility to do it with mechanism. I don't think so. Hold on. What if I hold on? Do I still have the gauge dropper? How do you spell gauge again? There we go. Because there might be a way to do this really quickly. There we go. So fill that with oxygen. Can we just put that into this? No. Okay, that's a shame. Okay, I think it's on like a different system. Unfortunate. That would have been so fun if I could just do that easily, but I guess we can't. Whatever. Okay, how do we actually fill it with oxygen then? Oxygen machines. Oxygen loader, there. Converts water into oxygen, use it to fill up spacesuits and gas tanks. Okay, yeah, so they just have like their own special version of this, okay. It is a little bit annoying though. It is a little bit annoying that they've made it impossible to do it with the mechanism stuff though, because it's all oxygen. Whatever, whatever. Oh god, that's so much stuff to build though. Chat, I can't be bothered. Chat, it's a big recipe. There's gotta be some kind of way. There's gotta be some kind of way to put into the spacesuit from the mechanism machine. Like, are you seriously telling me there's not? There's gotta be some way to do it. Also, I'm learning right now that you can build an oxygen can and just place it in like one of your trinket slots. That's interesting. I'll probably make one of them too. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Mechanism oxygen into add Astra space suit. I'm sure someone's got to have asked this question before. Oh, it says it's not compatible. That's so dumb. Why is that not compatible? That's so annoying. Because they literally have a mod in this that like makes it possible to use the spacesuit to make like a module for the mech suit, but they don't have like but that mod apparently doesn't make it so you can like but the mod doesn't make it so you can use the oxygen interchangeably. That's so dumb. That's so annoying. Whatever. All right, Thorir. I guess we are building oxygen machine. Ugh, puppy sneeze. Bless you. Thank you. Ugh. I think there's probably like dust here or something. I do have the fan on, so I guess that might explain it. I don't know. Double bless. What the heck? I got the double bless. Apparently, someone I invited to Speedrunners 2 playtest also got 3 invites. Yeah, that wouldn't be super surprising because that's literally what happened with Deadlock. Is that like I got invited to the Deadlock beta and then I got like a bunch of like invites to give to other people. I'm assuming that's just kind of how this stuff works. I guess. Hold on, I'm just gonna blow my nose. Ugh, okay, bit bear. That's neat, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I don't entirely understand why it works that way because that just basically means you're just kind of giving the game away for free. But like, I mean, I guess I'm not complaining. Okay, we got the 2 tanks now. Uh, more steel stuff. Ugh. But yeah, I think the one really funny thing about like mage is that you have like a lot of mages who just kind of go around with like guns. They just bring like fucking shotguns and shit and pistols and knives and whatever. Because whenever you cast like magic in like World of Darkness, like actual proper magic, the the universe is basically like you're not allowed to do that shit. That's not how the universe works. You're not allowed to do that, and then it just fucking like hits you or something. And then so basically you just have like the evil mages going around with like fucking shotguns and shit. It's crazy. Which like it makes sense. It makes sense that they would do that, but it's still very funny to me. Okay, what if I put the oxygen thing here and then it automatically gets the water from down there, I think. Or maybe not. Okay, maybe I just need to like bucket water into it, I guess. There we go. Okay, that only made like a tiny amount of oxygen. I should probably figure out if there's a way to like uh pull? Okay, is it pulling? Doesn't seem to be, that's strange. Yeah, it's not going up. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, maybe in Ad Astra they have like a specific like pipe for water then. Um, it gotta be somewhere. Oh, I see. Okay, so the launch pad is gonna take a lot of steel as well. See. Oh no, okay, so I think okay. Like I'm kinda confused because in like Galacticraft they had like nine launch pad blocks and then you place them and it makes like a multi-structure for the launch pad. I think this is just like a whole launch pad, so that's not as bad as I thought. So what is the compressor? Compresses materials into plates. Oh, that's for the plate thing. Okay, so we don't need that. Okay, we need the water pump. Okay, that's even more steel. That needs a dash plate. Wait, what? How, huh? So I guess okay. So I guess we do need to just like pump that in manually or figure out how to make crate pipes go to it. That's so weird. That is like genuinely so strange. Like maybe I just okay. Maybe I just don't understand how. I don't know. Like maybe the crate pipe's just taking a while. Because like yeah, you can absolutely do that manually, but like the problem is that it's going to take like a long while. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna get the power cable. God, that's so cringe. Why do we have to do it manually? That's so annoying. Whatever. Okay, we got 1,000 out of 3. God. Why do they force you to go to the moon to get like the fucking thing to do this automatically? Like why am I being forced to this is so dumb. There's gotta be okay, chat, there's gotta be like some way to do this. I'm thinking harder. There's gotta be some way to do this. I guess like the most obvious one would be like a create mechanical arm, but I feel like that's going too far. Like that would take a lot of resources for this one specific thing. Let me try. Okay. Because maybe yeah, as Thori are saying, maybe putting like a water tank in there might work. We'll see, we'll see. Ugh. Right, I'm gonna chat. I'm gonna go grab some hot chocolate. I'll be right back. Ugh. Don't be head empty. That's so true. That's so true. I'm very head empty today. So did the war tank work? Okay, it seems like it worked, but kind of oddly. Fair enough, fair enough. Right, can we put the spacesuit in and fill that with Yeah, okay, cool, cool. 1,000 oxygen spacesuit. Not really, but made it faster? Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, that's a slight result, so... Okay, Thorier, did you make the launch pad, or should I make the launch pad? You just make one. Okay. Okay, let's just double check that. So, right, so chat, we need 5 plates and steel rods. Okay. I think we already had a couple steel rods somewhere. I might need to make a little bit more steel for this. Yeah. Yeah, because it's just an iron rod. Okay, where's the alloy thing? Yeah, induction smelter. Okay, cool. Now I just gotta grab some more iron and then I'll make some more steel. Very excited, chat. We're so close. We're so close. We're almost on done. Also, chat. The other thing I was going to mention is that one of the things that's quite fun about World of Darkness. Well, I guess technically yes, World of Darkness, but also about the Mage games specifically, is that the quote unquote bad guys of Mage are the technocracy, and what the technocracy are is they're like a bunch of guys who are like, okay, we can't have like these magic people sort of like doing whatever they want with like the normal people that can't do anything about it. You know, it's very cringe of them, very cringe. So so essentially, what they do is like they're the entire reason why like mythological shit doesn't happen anymore. They're like, okay, so reality has got to be like predictable and like, you know, reliable for like the vast majority of people, which sounds like a great goal. But the problem is that by doing that, they're kind of like enforcing like a worldwide consensus on like how everything should work, even when it doesn't like apply to other places, which is kind of interesting. And basically the way it works is, so chat, you know how you have like a computer and you don't know how the computer works because it's all just a bunch of like crystals and rocks? That is magic. That is magic that the technocracy made up, basically. And the only reason it works is because they justify it with science, and it seems like it should work because it's science, you know, instead of like magic, which is like not realistic. Which I think is like really funny because it means that like everything, like the computers and like all technology is this thing called linear magic, whereas like real magic is basically where you like choose what the thing does, whereas linear magic is like a specific set of things that do a specific set of predictable stuff in reaction to being used or whatever. It's kind of interesting because by this definition, all vampire magic is also like static magic. Which is why I did the Blue Sky post about how if someone only plays Vampire the Masquerade, they're probably like, oh, when the Tremere do blood sorcery, that's like how real magic works in the setting. And it's like, no, not really, because like the entire thing with the Tremere is that, so basically for chat, for those who don't know, there's like this vampire clan called Clan Tremere, and their entire thing is that they used to be mages, and then they were like, okay, I want to become like a vampire, but I want to also keep all of my mage powers. So they tried that. It didn't work. They lost their mage powers. They were divorced from their avatar, which is the thing that like gives you your magic power. And so basically all they can do now is linear magic. So if you have someone that's only played Vampire the Masquerade and they've seen the Tremere do all this like blood sorcery, they'll be like, oh, that's like how magic works in the setting. And it's like, kind of, not really, because basically all the Tremere can do now is, as I mentioned, like a series of steps that lead to a predictable result, essentially. Like, they can't do dynamic magic. They can't like make a thing happen that like was not previously possible. You know what I'm saying? Because like the whole point of mages is that they've kind of realized that reality is like It's inherently malleable. It's like a social construct essentially. So the entire deal of mage is that you just kind of like alter the construct as like your character levels up. They gain like more awareness over the fact of like exactly how malleable it is. But then like the Tremere vampires, like they say that they can do magic, but they can't actually do like proper magic. They can just do like this blood sorcery where it has very specific steps, and it gives you a very specific outcome. Yeah, exactly. They're magic with a C, not magic with a CK. Right, what was I gonna do? Right, we need fuel now. I think Thorier made the fuel thing somewhere around here. Yeah, okay, so now I think we need to put like oil into this or something. I'm bringing back oil? Hell yeah. Thorier the oil miner. But yeah, it's just kind of like interesting because I have like a couple of friends who've only played like vampire or like werewolf or whatever. So they're just kind of like, oh, so like mages, are they just really good at like insert thing that other splat book does? And it's like, no. Because the thing that those guys do, that's linear magic, that's static magic. You're doing a predictable thing for a predictable result. With a mage, they just kind of like do whatever they personally believe what would work to get a result that they believe would make sense, essentially. So like if you have like a mage who literally believes in that whole like manifesting method where you're like, oh, I'm manifesting that I will get $1 bajillion in like a couple of days, that is how their magic works. Because that is like magic with a CK. That is like true magic. It's vaguely like the it's like how in the Nasuverse you have like true magic and regular magic, whereas regular magic is kind of stuff that can be like achieved through physical means, whereas the entire definition of true magic is stuff that like is impossible. Like it's literally described as a miracle. It's a thing that should not be able to happen. What oil? Hell yeah, we're getting fuel. Is that I completely emptied the little oil pill I found previously. Ah, that's fine. We're not gonna need like a crazy amount of oil, I think. I think we'll probably be fine with this. How do I do this? There we go. God, that fucking noise from the pressure system keeps jump scaring me. It sounds like a jet starting, and I'm just gonna like, get like pulled into the fuselage and instantly gibbed. I will become bolognese. Rotational compressor. Oh, so there's like a side mod between Create and Pneumaticraft. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh shit, chat. Thorier's doing some crazy magic down here. What the heck? There's some crazy magic going on here. The Thorier Ritual Circle. Okay, so it doesn't take away oxygen if you're inside of the Earth's if you're like on the Earth instead of like on the moon. That's good. So I can just kind of like vibe in this for now. Back when I was dying a lot, I ran out of both so I did dark rituals to summon Enderman to kill. Damn. Thorier's like we've ran out of soul stones to get back to this to get back to the death point. We're gonna like do dark magic to summon the Enderman. Crazy. Right, chat. Do we just launch the rocket? Do we just go to space? Hold on, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check if we have another waystone, because if we do, then I can just like teleport myself back into space. Okay, we don't have a waystone. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we found like I don't think we found like Enderium yet, so we don't think we can build another waystone. So I'm thinking about how we're gonna do this. Because there must be okay, so we do have like recall scrolls where we can just like teleport back here, but then that would waste the rocket, so I don't want to do that either. Hmm. Hold on, I'm gonna test something. If I go to the robot layer, can I just like destroy the waystone there? Yeah, I can. Okay, that gives me an idea. Okay, Thorir, I'm teleporting back to you. Because chat, I have raided like literally everything. Wait, hold on a second. Chat, I think the robot place might like regenerate or something because I think there wasn't that much stuff there before. I like stole everything. Okay, maybe we'll just have to go back there at some point. But anyway, is there any experience stuff I can just consume here? Block of experience. Can I eat this? Can I eat this delicious experience? There we go, cool. So now that means I can go on the rocket, I can put down the waystone, I can immediately teleport back to the base, and if Thorir TPs, then we can get Thorir on the waystone. I don't know how fast the vacuum of space is going to kill Thorir though, so that is a mild concern here. Maybe if Thorir like brings like a return score, and no, I don't think we need that. Whatever. Anyway, chat, we're going to space. Goodbye, Pigpen. Thorir, you get to watch me launch into space. I I don't know if they added this from Galacticraft, but previously what? Also, I just realized there's leaves above me. I should probably destroy those so like it doesn't blow up the ship. Because but anyway, yeah. So the thing they did in Galacticraft was they made it so that like if there's people nearby, they automatically like start waving. If you look in third person, you can like see them waving to the ship. It's kind of fun. Okay, I think. Okay, I'm gonna take out the logs just in case. I need some blocks to get up there. I don't know how wide the hitbox is on the spaceship, so I'm just gonna like get rid of all of the logs just in case. Yeah. Okay, I need more blocks. Dirt pillar, my beloved. Listen, this is how we solve all of the problems. This is just how it works. I'm gonna go dump a bunch of stuff in the thing and I'll grab an axe, I guess. Do I already have an axe? No, I don't. Okay, I need to get one. Okay, we're not gonna need the gauge dropper in space, the gold dust, the steel, the cable, all this stuff. Grab the dirt and there's a few different axes. There's a diamond axe, I'll grab that. Unbreaking. Okay, it's looking pretty clear. It's looking pretty clear, I think. It would have been so funny. Chat, it would have been so funny if we launched the rocket and we just didn't realize there was like the fucking leaves above it and the rocket just fucking exploded. Because that can happen. If there's blocks above it, your ship is just fucking gone. Yeah, just gonna wait for Thorir to get their dirt pillar out of the way. I'm gonna have some hot chocolate. This leaves me like question mark, question mark. Yeah. Because like the thing is that like now that you have scaffold, it is better for doing like towers. But like dirt is still generally like, especially in mod packs like this one, where so I know the people that said dirt is useless are probably not playing much modded, but in mod packs you can get like for example with the chipped mod. Also, what? I can see myself through this shit. That's so weird. Anyway, chat, we're launching. 4, 3, 2. Okay, so chat, I've noticed it doesn't make them wave anymore. That's unfortunate. Goodbye. Puppy's going to space. Oh my god, I can steer it a little bit. I can steer the ship. A tiny bit. Oh my god, chat, I just realized the village was there and I was like, oh my god, if I get killed by the village, that's gonna be so funny. But no, it didn't happen. We're barely out the way. That would have been so funny though. Heading straight to the moon, exactly. But yeah, what I was gonna say was, if you have like mods like chipped, for example, you can also get like dirt where it's like dirt bricks and it looks so good. Like it genuinely gives dirt like a reason to exist. Also, chat, I'm gonna take a screenshot here so I can remember the materials we need for a space station. Because I might end up doing that later. Right, let's land on the moon. I'm hoping that we didn't have to craft like a parachute. I'm hoping it just comes with the shuttle. Because I don't remember how this works entirely. Hold space to apply boosters. Okay. Okay, we could let it fall like a little bit faster though. Big starfish, what the heck? Alien. Chat, we have arrived at the moon. We have 93% oxygen. Holy shit, that's going down fast. Okay, Waystone. Moon. Okay, let's see what we can do before we have to leave. Oh, right, hold on, I gotta leave a... Okay, first I gotta kill this guy, then I gotta leave a waystone. No, sorry, no waystone, a waypoint, I mean. Got him. Okay, cool. I would have clipped so fast, yeah. Right, waystone. Oh my god, waypoint. I keep mixing up the words, it's the same. Let's just say like base or something. I'd probably build a base here anyway. Okay, 86%. We've got plenty of time. We'll do like a tiny little bit of exploring. Starfish. Oh, it's literally called a star crawler. Got him. I get the feeling they probably don't like drop anything. Because nothing's dropped anything so far. Yeah. So if this is like other versions, then there's probably oh god, I should have brought the roller skates. That would have been so good here. If this is like other, okay, I could go back. I can go grab the roller skates. But anyway, so I was gonna say this is like other versions. There's gonna be like space villages, so that'll be a good place to grab stuff. Right, back to... Also, chat, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but there's there's a waystone called Grinder. It's the Scott Grinder. I thought it was a good name. Anyway, where's my roller skates? Roller skates, there we go. Chat, it is time to explore the moon in style. Okay, never mind, I need more experience. Chat, I'm gonna steal all of the experience. Do we have any bottle of water? Do we have any bottle of enchanting? That's probably enough. Also, I should probably fill up the oxygen while I'm here. Yeah, there's plenty in there. Cool, right back to it. You left the ship in space? Yeah, I know. Red eyes. Melody, look at this. We can just teleport back to the moon. The rocket's still there. I mean, I could grab the ship for Thorir if that's what you're saying. We put down a waystone, so we just teleport back to the moon. We're skating across the moon, chat. Making my suit, yeah. Anything in here? Oh shit. Okay, chat. There's something here. This might be one of the moon villages. Or it might be a moon dungeon. Who knows? Moon village. Hello. We can trade cheese for emerald. Coal for emerald. They got cauldrons. They got Strophar stem. Interesting. Give me your cauldron. I am the cauldron thief. Oh, chat, they got dash. Dash is the thing that we need for a bunch of the stuff we were missing. What was it specifically? It was for something. Elite control circuit for one thing. That's huge. Teleportation core. So we can make the mechanism teleporters now. Dash plates also make the oxygen distributor, the dash engine, so that's for the next rocket. Dash cables, so that's for power transfer in this mod. Dash tank. Netherite space boots, that's huge. Dash fluid pipe. The tier 1 rover. The solar panel. That's also huge. Solar panel is huge. Dash, yes, exactly what we needed. The water pump, there we go. Thorier, that's the thing we need for the... Also, gravity normalizer, that's good. That'll be useful for the space station. But anyway, yeah, the water pump, that's the thing we need to automate the oxygen thing, so that's huge. Okay, they got a little farm here, fungus. Anything here? No. Oh, some soul sand over there. Okay, I'm not seeing much other loot. I'm sure it's somewhere though, I'm just missing it. Oh, they have fuel. Oh, chat, they have fuel, and that's interesting. Okay, I didn't bring more than one bucket with me, but fuel, noteworthy. I guess I'll make a waypoint. Villager fuel. In case we decide to steal that later. You'll work out with the library? True. They don't skip head day. Wait a second. Wait a second, pause. Okay, more fuel. More than one fuel. Okay, so that's like 4 buckets of fuel. That's crazy. Okay, nothing there. Pausing? We're pausing. Excellent. Moonstone. Moon pillar. See, chat, I really do like how the glowing iron pillar looks, but if I rip that all out right now, that's gonna waste a massive amount of time, so I might just come back here, like, off-stream or something. Okay, how do I leave, though? Do I just mine up? That might be the best way right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna start mining up. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay, this does make this does make climbing a lot easier. We have like low gravity. Oh. I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked by sand. An alien puppy girl invaded them and robbed their place. Listen, I am chat. I'm chat. I'm the cutest alien puppy girl, haven't I? Haven't I? I'm pouting. I'm cute, right? A cute puppy girl. You are, yeah, excellent. Oh, bells. Okay, they got 2 bells. We can steal them. That's really good for crate trains. Not for any practical purpose. They're just very nice. Cutest. Yeah, I knew it. Not FDA approved. Moon cheese. Interesting. Chat, the moon cheese is not FDA approved. Do not eat the moon cheese. I will proceed to eat the moon cheese. It tastes pretty good. Anyway, back to playing. Okay, we're fine. More fuel. There's fuel everywhere. I don't think we're gonna have to like refine any more oil in like the future, really. 3 more dash, that's incredible. I would trust the FDA anyways. Yeah, I mean these days, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's just where we were before. Okay, I'm just gonna climb out. We're gonna look for other structures. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right now, let's keep looking. I believe there's also like dash ore like actually like inside of the ground. So like if we don't get enough from the villages, we just like scrounge more there. And I think there's also cheese ore. Like you just mine cheese ore in the moon. It's crazy. I'm assuming they've made it like compatible with the rats mod, so you just like mine your rat's cheese. Got sit on? Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the waypoint first. Base, there we go. But yeah, chat, one of the really fun things about like Ad Astra and just kind of Galacticraft based mods in general is how they have this whole thing where you can like actually build like a space base and have like an oxygen supply, but then also it also obviously has like the massive danger where like if you fuck it up and you stop producing oxygen or you like crack it open by accident and expose it to the vacuum of space, then like it becomes like really dangerous. But that's also kind of interesting as well because at one point in the previous mod pack, it might have been MC Eternal 1. I had like a space like I had a base on the moon and I had like very specifically laid out so I could have like mine colonies villagers there. I had like a villager like a moon village basically. It's very fun. Woo! Yeah. So yeah, Thorier, just always make sure that when you use the waystone to get to the moon that you have enough experience to get back, or that there's enough fuel in the rocket, because I may have made the mistake, however, I can just use the rocket to get back, so we're fine. Or I could just kill a bunch of mobs. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it fast enough though. I'm back here. Ow. 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 Got him. I wonder if mining cheese and dash gives you experience. That might actually make it easier to get back. Although you'd have to find it first. I don't know what wide level it spawns on. I haven't seen any so far. Also mildly interesting that the moon has soul soil specifically. Oh, cheese ore. Chat, we found the cheese. We found the secret moon cheese that the government doesn't want you to know about. Also, I'm just going to mention, maybe I will let myself die here, because knowing whether we respawn on the Earth or on the moon is going to be huge. Okay, chat, do I silk touch it, or does that... Hold on, chat, I'm gonna take my hammer, and I'm gonna see if we can get more cheese by silk touching the cheese block. Is there some kind of cheese process here? Yes. Okay, so we put in the crusher, we get a 25% chance of more cheese, and we get 2 by default. Oh my god, can you stop? Can you stop? Got him. Okay, right, back to this. Moon sand. I'm trying to do this before I die, so I can figure out the cheese logistics here. Okay, so that drops 1 cheese. Okay, so the crusher method is slightly better, because it is 2 minimum cheese. Fascinating. Although there does seem to be a little bit of like redstone-esque variance in the cheese drops from the cheese ore, so much to think about, much to think about. Anyway, time to run back to the surface and see if I can get back to the waystone before I die of oxygen deprivation. 3%, 2.8, 2.5. It's an action movie, chat. We're counting down. It's like Halo. Chief, you've got 2 minutes before the puppy expires. Okay, can we do it? No, we need 3+, which means more than 3, which I will certainly not be able to get in a meaningful time frame. And I'm probably going to suffocate before the rocket actually enters orbit, so now, chat, this is time to test. This is time to test how, where we respawn. This is valuable information. If I ever actually die, which may take a second apparently. Where did the rocket go? I thought it was back at the base. Give me a second. Oh, no, it wasn't at the base. I picked it up myself. Ah, right. Okay, did it come with the launch pad? I think it did in the other versions of the mod. No, it didn't come with the launch pad. Okay, that might be a mild issue. Are we sure? Are we sure it didn't come with the launch pad? Because I thought it was supposed to do that. Okay, it doesn't seem to. Here's the rocket. Goodbye. Thank you forever. Okay, it does respawn you in the overworld. That's relieving. Because in some servers, they have it toggled, so if you die in the fucking moon, you immediately, like, respawn on the moon, which is so dumb. Okay, we're back. Okay, chat, this is a bit of a conundrum. Oh, I know, there's a quest. Okay, chat, there's a quest to go back to the overworld. Hold on. It's somewhere in here. Fast travel, there we go. To the overworld. Oh, I forgot, it teleports Thorir as well. Okay, Thorir's coming with us. I don't know why it teleports Thorir with us, but, I mean, maybe that helps. Also, no oxygen. Exactly, we have no oxygen. It's very bad, it's very bad. It is detrimental to our health, one might say. But anyway, chat, we have learned a bit. We've learned the oxygen, it does not last anywhere near as long as it did in the original Galacticraft, so it will actually be valuable to make some tanks and fill them up. Also, we've acquired some moon cheese. This is a valuable resource. We love the cheese, chat. We love the cheese. And some dash. That's actually huge. So yeah, that was a valuable experience. Now, I just gotta think about what I'm gonna do. Okay, so, I'm thinking, because it's probably gonna take a while to find the structure that, like, gives us anything in the moon dimension. So I think I'll probably just end off stream-ish. It was pretty cool though. I am glad that we're making progress. I'll probably do like some off-stream stuff. Although, by the way, chat, just to clarify, whenever I say I'm going to do stuff off stream, I leave the game and then I come back like tomorrow or like hours later. Genuinely couldn't tell you what I'm going to be doing this time. But we're just getting off the stream there, and then off stream, I'm probably going to be like exploring the moon and figuring out like some stuff. Maybe building like a moon base. That'd be pretty fun. It's funny how it costs us experience to go to the moon than going to a waystone far away in the overworld. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I think it's like part of the code where it's like that's just kind of the universal thing for all dimensions, where you can't really like say for a fact like how far away the other dimension should be. So they just kind of put like what do you call it? They put like a universal cost on all of them. I think that's how their logic works there. But anyway, chat. We're gonna end off the stream. We're gonna see if there's anyone who can raid. Also, thank you for the head pat, Jess. I think this was a pretty good one. It wasn't very active. We didn't have like many like chairs, but that's totally fine. That's just what happens whenever we're kind of like exhausted, you know. And as I mentioned, hangover, so we did pretty good, all things considering. Who can we raid? Who can we raid? Hmm. I don't know. Thank you for the stream. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's fun traveling to the moon with you. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I will. It might not be. It'll probably not be at the same time you're on Dorrier, but I'll probably be like building a moon base, so you can like come and check that out later. That would be pretty cool. Maybe that would be like. So I was mentioning earlier that we don't have like an opportunity to build like a nice looking base. Maybe once I look at that screenshot and I like acquire the materials for doing like a space station, we could do like a nice looking space station. That would be kind of fun. And maybe like with some kind of like method to get to and from there without involving experience, because dash is the thing that we needed for the teleportation core, so we could actually build like a mechanism teleporter. We could have like a portal frame inside of the space station to go from the overworld there without experience. Just a lot of power, a lot of power. Anyway, um, right. I'm really not sure who to raid. There's a couple options though. Okay, I'm checking out one person right now. Oh god, that's loud. I think that yeah, they're starting soon. I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna give them maybe. Okay, maybe. Because there's a couple different people here. I don't really speak to any of them, so I'm just kind of looking for like the best one. Hmm. We could raid Archivist. Archivist is always really cool. Yeah, we'll raid Archivist instead of like one of these people that I don't really know that well. So, chat, I will see you guys next time. We're gonna go ahead and raid Archivist. Again, thank you for watching. It's super appreciated. It was definitely a far lower energy stream this time, but it was fun. It was fun. We made a lot of progress. So let me just fish out my raid message. There we go. That is the raid message. Stay cute. I will try my best. I will try my best to stay cute. But
Sure if you know this, but I have a YouTube clip of.
so I will see you guys next time. Have a lovely night. Ruff.